It's the room filler. Be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to smash upon the like button. The name is Law Nation.
Ready? Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
Come on.
Now it's here.
Day 2.
What did I say?
Cowboys legal tampering tracker. We got a signing today. Baby, we on our way. Come on. More and more. More and more. Come on, baby. They say ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Give me a 1 if the sound and the audio is straight. Put a 1 in the chat for your boy. Come on. Let's get it. Let's go.
I want to enjoy it. Are you not entertained?
5, 4, 3, 2, and what? What's good? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Appreciate everybody, man. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, I see your action, man. I see you in the chat, man. Where you at? Come on, man. Riggs. We going to the Super Bowl, Riggs. We got number 44 on our team, baby. My 4-4 make sure all your kids won't grow. Trent Siege, baby. The long snapper, baby. Yeah. Come on, baby. And if y'all mad, hey, in the words of my guy Tupac, I ain't mad at y'all, man.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at ya.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at y'all, man. Come on, man. Y'all mad at me? Are you mad at me, Gila Monsters? Y'all hear this? Come on. The cheapest spot in the league, and that made the front page news. It literally was like this a few minutes ago. The Dallas Cowboys signed Trent Siege. Shit. They trolling us, real talk, man. They are really trolling us, but it is what it is. Breaking news, and the Cowboys is part of that joke or what have you. Nothing changed. We still at $2.2 million. I don't know if it's going to take a hit yet, but teams to take a look at as far as the over the cap will be the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens. We will see what happened with those teams because they're still over the cap, and they got to get under the cap. So either if they don't restructure or what have you, then there could be some ramifications for them. And 9 times out of 10, they will figure out some way, some shape, form, or fashion to restructure before that time frame for your mind. Cowboy Nation, here's what else we have here that's cooking up. My guy, Pat No C. Walker, salute to him for all of the work that he does, and especially shout out to him that goes on A to Z Sports Dallas. My guy Skywalker Steel show on Friday. You can hear Pat No C. Walker give his beautiful takes on the Cowboys, but here's what he said. The Cowboys entered into the NFL free agency with only $2.2 million in cap. That's an ugly handcuff that prohibits much movements. That is, unless they restructure the savings of 2024. That will be Diggs, $7.9 million, Steele, $4.9 million, and then Wilson, $2.9 million. Releasing saving for 2024 will be a 9.5 post June 1 destination cut, $25.2 million in available of non-Dak savings, extend or restructure Dak, and drop another $21 million onto the pile of 2024 free agency, both in-house and outside of the building. Appreciate all of the stuff that he's putting down, and those are a few examples that comes in minds of other things, including LVE decision. I'm just thinking out loud, though, and basically he was saying that, and those are free game that the Jones family can take and consider. Free game. Free game. Free game. But we sat on our hands. News been reported that the Dallas Cowboys consider Zach Moss. Now, I'm not saying that he's world beater, but they said $4 million was too steep for them, for him. And I get it. $4 million. He signed a 2-year deal for $8 million. Now, he is a guy that we can all sit back and say to ourselves that the Dallas Cowboys, they can say, okay, we can draft a running back. We got a Deuce Vaughn. We got a Snoop Connor. We got a Hunter Lupke. Right? We don't need a Zach Moss. But for $8 million for 2 years, man, come on, man. The dude averaged 4.3 yards per tote. He only had 180 snaps at it. And on top of that, he had 790 yards, right? If you quantify those numbers and add more and more touches, let's say if you were to add the similar amount of touches that Tony Pollard just had, over 200 some odd touches, you would put him north of 1,000 yards if you just do the quick math. And I get it. Zach Moss is not a world beater, right? But what I'm saying is collectively, the Cowboys, what they should do is make sure that they find that veteran running back. And there are some. I heard Aaron Jones, he just got signed up with the Vikings. Y'all let me know in the chat, right? Let me know. Mixon's, he's traded to the Texans now. Okay, crazy. It moves real quick. We are still going back and forward with the ideal of Derrick Henry. The ideal of Derrick Henry is that he's going to go to, I believe he's going to go to the Ravens. The Ravens. And even though I'm thinking that when I look back at this, they have less money than us. They in the red, and they can still probably scoop up a deal for Derrick Henry before we can, right? So those are things that we are having issues with because the Jones family, the Jones administrations, however you look at John Stephen Jones, the son, or you're looking at Jerry Jones. I even throw Jerry Jr. in the mix, and Charlotte, all of the Jones family. They somewhere sipping on some Mai Tais right now. They ain't worried about what we thinking. Yeah, Henry signed 3 minutes ago, Law. He is a Ravens. God dang! God dang!
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
I spoke it into existence. I didn't even know it's going to go all the way through. So just like that, I'm sitting here trying to set this thing together, and I'm sitting here looking at the sheet. Them jokers got one. They in the hole. They don't even have money. They don't have money. They don't have money. How, Craig? How, Sway? How? Sway, how? Where my button at? Riggs! What I'm saying is, y'all got to understand as well, there's a double thing to this. You don't want to go into this draft saying, hey, I need a Braylon Allen. What happened if the Ravens draft him? What happened if Austin is not there? What happened if one of those guys that you said that you covet, right, and you did all of this film necessary of knowing all of this tape? That's why I don't do the draft anymore. I don't do the draft no more. Because I can break down, I believe I'm one of the best people breaking down film and what they can and can't do from a player aspect of skill sets and beyond. And I do all of that, and then all of a sudden that player goes to the Chiefs. Or that player goes to the Washington team. I wasted my time going over all of that stuff, and I could just sit back and look at the tape and do the film assessment for myself, right? But at the end of the day, what happens when that particular player goes to a whole other team? I'm only for the community, man. I ain't for all of y'all over there on the other teams. So that's just what it is. We literally seen the Seattle Seahawks. Not saying that they better than us, by the way. When we look at the Seattle Seahawks, and they say, well, you know, there's no way that they will draft another running back again. They done went and draft Walker. They went and draft the other kid from the Claiborne, whatever that kid named from UCLA. They continue to draft running backs. Sure, it's a waste of time to lean on the draft. And the craziest thing of it all, the draft conversation is everybody 0-0. Everybody 100 in the draft. Everybody the next Barry Sanders. Everybody the next Jerry Rice. Everybody the next, it's just what it is. Everybody great. Everybody good. But then they don't even get a chance to play. Oh, look at the film analysis of Sam Williams, man. I bust that film all the way up, got 100,000 views on it. The dude got only collectively in the last 2 or 3 years less than 400 snaps. He's a second-round draft pick. But, look at my Kelvin Joseph film. He was going to be a world class for us. He got him a ring for the Kansas City Chiefs. He got all of the negative PR with us. Whether he shot the guy or not shot the guy, or, rest in peace to that family, or whether he was in the car on the moon. We get all of the negatives with it, and then they still go to another team. Look at all of the years we've been waiting for Randy Gregory to turn the corner, to turn the page. And, Riggs, settle down, Riggs. Don't you move an inch. Don't you say a word, Riggs, because I'm getting too old. What's the guy for what's the Bosa brother for the 49ers? What's the Bosa brother name for the 49ers? What's his full name? What's his name? Y'all put his name in the chat. Is it Nick Bosa? How much money did they give him? And let me know, what did they do this free agency? Did they get one other pass rusher to add to that? No. They went and got 2 guys. They paying Bosa quarterback money, bro. And they still saying, hey, man, he's not enough. What you mean? He's not enough. We already talking about Michael Parsons' contract. Are they adding more pieces around Michael Parsons? I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up. Bosa should have. What we would have done if Bosa was here right now, the silver and blue at the star on the side of the helmet, they would have said, hey, man, we got to pay Bosa, man, and he should be enough. Hey, man, Bosa should be enough. Oh, my gosh. But this is what I'm going to say. She was right on the money. For what it's worth, Slater, Jane Ashley Slater, be right on the money. And her inside sources is really inside. She don't have to guess. She pick up the phone. She call Steven. She would call Charlotte. She would call Jerry. She got his direct line. And they're going to give her everything she wants.
And I know that might be surprising to some folks, so I asked for a clarification on that. And I was told, look, none at all. In other words, still I even asked, is it because there wasn't anything meaningful to report? Nope, nothing. Now, I reached out to Dak's agent, Todd France, to confirm that, and I unsurprisingly didn't get a response back. I know that it's the offseason, and news as it relates to Cowboys Nuggets does particularly well, particularly when it comes to Dak. So I want to make sure to clarify this. I don't believe this to be cause for alarm based on how the last contract went. France plays his cards close to his vest, and Jerry Jones and the Cowboys will negotiate this through the media, as we saw a little of that with the missive from the Combine. But ultimately, this deal will likely get done. Just don't be surprised if that materializes closer to August. You would think they'd want to get this deal done sooner so they know how much money they have to go shopping with in free agency and the draft, but that's just not the Cowboys' way. Also remember that the last time that France and Dak ended up with the deal they were seeking, they got the shorter one. They got to optimize the new APY, a no trade clause, and a no franchise tag. And if you're Mike McCarthy heading into a prove-it year, you absolutely are advocating for the quarterback that you know. This is also a quarterback who, with the exception of 2 seasons, has been durable for you. Again, it's just that 2-5 postseason record and that 2 interceptions against the Packers that I think have muddied the waters here a little bit. Those of us that have covered and followed the Cowboys, though, we remember the Quincy Carter years and the 8-8 seasons before Dak. So I anticipate that this deal will get done.
I don't give a damn about the deal, man, getting done. It's too late. It's too late, man. Don't y'all give me what I'm saying? This is too late, man. There's other words out there that's circulating that the Joneses haven't even spoken to Todd France or Dak Prescott about the deal. It's too late, man. As much as most people can say that, man, we like Dak Prescott, we want the best for him, but I'm ready for him to go to a whole nother team and flourish, man, and fly away and do something else. Because why would you really go through this whole, whatever the contract, all money ain't good money, man. All money ain't good money. Pass up on this 25, Dak. Pass up. You playing dominoes? 25. Now pass that up. You're going to lock yourself in, man. You're going to lock yourself out of the game, I meant to say. Go ahead and get the 10 to 15 and get out of here, man. Get out of here. Because I want what's best for this team and what's best for a third of the people's psyche. And insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I just say this, man. Yes, the man can ball. I ain't gonna lie to kick it to y'all. He can ball. He's better than a Brad Johnson. He's better than a Trent Dilfer. He's better than a Nick Foles. He's better than Eli Manning. He's better than a lot of quarterbacks. Big Ben Roethlisberger when he won 2 rings. Russell Wilson. He's better than all of those boys. So I know that he's capable of winning. But not just here in Dallas. He can't win here in Dallas, man. Because of stuff like that. Because what's going to happen, you guys going to look at this, and whoever we sign is going to trump. Trent Siege news is going to trump most of these news that's signed today. Whoever signed today, Trent Siege news is going to trump all of that stuff. That's just what it is. And I get it, banging on the table for Dak Prescott to be here. Why? That's pouring alcohol down your eyelids. That's pouring alcohol. Yeah. Because how they move, man. You gonna let Dak get beat up all this offseason. You're not gonna move to get one player to make a difference. To be a difference maker. And then we're going to go ahead into this season. If Dak Prescott still play, yes, he's under contract. He's going to play this year regardless. They're not going to eat $60 million, by the way. So they're going to make sure he plays. But I hope that Dak Prescott look at this thing and say, hey, man, I grew up loving the Cowboys. Yeah, here we go. I mean, it's a value franchise. I love this team and organization, et cetera, et cetera. He even got some stuff that he's getting out of the weeds with in 2017 with that $100 million case that he's got going on. But at the end of the day, going all in August, man, ain't the way, y'all. I mean, come on. But I can foresee us still winning multitudes of games. That's the harsh reality of it. But at the end of the day, this is their philosophy.
I always enjoy this time of the year when we start talking Dak, the Cowboys, his agent, and this contract, because it's always a lengthy process. It sometimes gets contentious, and you'll start seeing things get floated out there. So let me help you out. Still no news on the Dak front as expected. As I reported this week, the two sides haven't talked yet, and don't be surprised if this deal gets done closer to camp. For the what about the cap fans? Well, right now he's still set to account for about $60 million against it. So what are the options? They have started doing some of it. They restructured right guard Zach Martin's deal, freeing up about $14 million this year. They could do the same with Terrence Steele and Trayvon Diggs. They could also go and get CeeDee Lamb an extension and even convert Dak's salary into a bonus and extend him or work towards a 2-year deal. That would be advantageous to both because the cap keeps going up. And of course, that would allow Dak to maximize that APY and the cap that again keeps going up. So the number, yeah, this is annual meltdown season for most Cowboys fans. I always try to re-educate everyone on, the Cowboys like their guys. It's the message every single year, Andrew. But as for the running back, yes, after tagging Tony Pollard this year and anointing him to that number 1 spot, the run game wasn't as efficient as they had liked. And after letting him test the market,
He
was the second free agent off the board, signing a deal with Tennessee. Now, look, the Cowboys did want to bring Tony Pollard back, just not at the number he was looking for. What does that leave Dallas? Not a lot. They've got Deuce Vaughn right now. That is essentially their starting running back. That's not going to work. Obviously they're going to be interested in drafting a running back.
Really?
I've been told they're very high on Texas running back Jonathan Brooks. He would likely be a second-round pick for you. And then let me put to bed some of this speculation about interest in Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler. Last week I asked about DeAndre Swift, who of course is now with the Bears. And I was told, quote, fake.
They cut off, right? They cut off, man. And the craziest thing, she said that yesterday. Oh, my gosh.
Swallowed up.
She said that yesterday, y'all. She said that yesterday. Oh, my goodness, man. If they fool around, and I like Jonathan Brooks. Can you imagine being the coach of this team? Can you imagine being the coach of this team and saying, hey, you're on a 1-year deal, but we're going to draft a guy that's coming off of an ACL deal, and he'll be ready. See, he'll be ready for 2025, but for 2024, hey, man, you got to understand, normally you don't get this type of opportunity to have an ability to draft a first-round running back with that kind of caliber. But we'll red tape him, and he'll be ready for 2025. But if you win it all, man, you can get your extension. You get your extension for the coach till 2025. Deal? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, man! And then you got to sign Rico Didal. Did they just sign Rico Didal? So then Jay Lombardi said Jonathan Brooks have a real bad injury history. So that all together are things that we can look back at and say, all right, cool. And then Marcus B said Trey Benson. See, here's the thing. We can wish for these guys, we can want for these guys, but the value system may not be there. Trey Benson could end up on the Atlanta Falcons. Trey Benson and Bijan Robinson, right? Trey Benson could still literally, technically, end up on the Eagles. That's how crazy the world is. That's why you make sure that you solidify your needs in the free agency so that when you go into the draft, you can go with the BPA philosophy. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. None of this stops the Ravens from saying, okay, now they can draft a Trey Benson, or they can go still with a Braylon Allen, right? Or they can still go with the Austin kid, right? So there's so many things that's why I said that the teams that's competitive and compete in the postseason are the teams that's willing and dealing, either whether it's via trade during the offseason or via the free agency. Yeah. And Henry and Mixon is signed. Yeah. So appreciate you, Mike. Let people get those likes up. Let these people get these likes up. Hold tight for me. We're going to play these Michael Gallups because Michael Gallup's still on his team, man. Don't be shocked and weary if they fool around and circle back and say, you know what, we're going to keep Michael Gallup. Let me play this Michael Gallup song.
I ran up a check.
I gotta get these kids in check. Hold on.
Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told ya I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I'm a cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bank.
Let's go ahead
and
open up the phone lines, baby. Give me 1 second. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. The name is Law Nation.
There is one other participant in the conference.
Although we go to the end of the road,
everything is on me, gon' back it up.
still I can't let go. All right, man. J-Rod says, man, the Cowboys are a damn joke. I'm done with this team. No. You addicted, J-Rod. I don't foresee you done, man. I don't foresee you gone, man. But it is difficult, man. It's difficult to be a Cowboys fan. It's the most difficult spot to be in. The phone lines is brought to you by Prize Picks, 657-390-7391. Use promo code LAW. Prize Picks is your go-to app for all of your prizes, man, especially as it relates to more or less. And then we'll go over some of the picks that we got. But I'm just going to say, man, we get bullied and we got nobody to fight for us. We get talked about, spit upon. We get abused. We don't have ownership that's get a mean streak, whereas they say, okay, we're going to fire a guy for their mistakes. We are passive aggressive in certain things. We're docile in a lot of things. We have the media that bends to the Joneses because they want to either go to their parties or be accepted, right? That they are in fear of losing their jobs. Dallas is a big city, but yet small. Matter of fact, the Cowboys don't even play in Dallas. They play in Arlington. It's a lot of politics that goes on. The front office, look, they treat the fans really well with the certain conditionings and stuff like that. As it relates to when you go to those $3.5 billion facilities, the AC is always cool, even when it's triple degrees outside or when it's crazy cold, it's warm, right? You have unbelievable access to the footages of this team. We have unbelievable players that's likable to a sense, that's willing to talk to some of us, you know, and tell us the problems that they go through in life. Man, we gonna win in regular season. Man, in the last 3 years, don't you know 36 wins, man, collectively for Mike McCarthy. There's a lot of doggone wins, man. Playoffs, man, we shrink, man. We shrink, man. We get a smaller. We become a Ant-Man in the playoffs. We left at the end of the road with all of the expectations of winning the Super Bowl. And we've been banging on the table saying, hey, man, just make this move. Hey, man, just make that move. Hey, man, we get it. Y'all like Dak Prescott, but he ain't enough, y'all. Go make this move. Nah, Dak is all we need, man. Go make this move. We like Parsons, man, but, hey, man, Parsons needs some help. No, Parsons is all we need, man. And we seeing the Bosa brother who got paid $250 million. They still putting pieces around him. He's getting quarterback money. They're moving stuff around, and they just lost the Super Bowl, but they acting desperate like they never been. Let that sink in. Y'all love Trey Lance now, but y'all would turn on Trey Lance as soon as he throw his first pick, or as soon as he ran instead of throwing the ball, as soon as he throw it instead of running. It's a constant and consistent cycle. Yep. Oscar says our logic doesn't make sense. Tag Pollard for $10 million, but scary to spend to pay Henry, and that that right there, bro. With a 2-year deal for $20 million is cheaper than $10 million, believe it or not, because you can prorate it, spread that out. With the franchise tag, it's a hit, a hard hit on the cap. The best thing that the Cowboys did this season is not franchise anyone. That's the best thing they did this season. But I got the Nooch, man. Been waiting here for the 919. What's on your mind? Talk to me, bro.
Well, I called in yesterday, and I was pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Today I'm calling in.
And you're pissed.
I am just irate, man.
Uh-huh.
You hear that Joe Mixon got traded?
Yeah.
Traded? Not signed, not released, but traded. We're not talking about this man got brought in for a cup of coffee. We're talking about, oh, you gonna release him? Bet we want him. We got the opposite team in Texas about to go and do this thing, and we sitting over here and we talking. This man is on a yacht in the Bahamas.
Man, talk to me.
Our president, our general manager, our owner, and the vice president are sitting on a yacht in the Bahamas during the most important time in the NFL league year.
All right. Ooh. No reception.
But we gonna have a hurt running back going into the year. We gonna have little Deuce Vaughn that has a feel good story. You know, the juice is loose, baby. That's what we got, Law. We got Juice Vaughn, and we gonna sit over here. We in rebuild mode, man. All in on next year. That's where they're at.
Man, that's where it got to be at this point, because, you know, we're too comfortable right now. They comfort, and there's no growth in comfort, you know, and so that they are satisfied with what they had last year, and that's what they want to give us. The problem is, and I get it. I heard my guy, shout out to my guy, Computer, you know, he said let's do these type of things as far as give D. Joneses less attention. But if I'm 81, 82 years of age, but by the time we can try to do any damage to what can turn into a pocketbook for him, he'd be on to the other side of the world, man. And he'd be on to glory. They signed $111 billion. Yeah, man, $111 billion, man. It's difficult, bro. But I appreciate you for calling in, Danuch. Let me let Banks on, bro. Good call from Danuch, man. I myself, I seen with my natural eyes when I was out there in Oxnard. No offense to the Oxnard people, but they starving for anybody to come through there, right? They're not going to stop going out there. You know, we fed up if you're in the Cowboys land, but they don't have nothing to do out there. So they're going to come regardless. The whole city going to come regardless. The atmosphere is going to be very, very entertaining. Man, they are 10 to 15 years ahead of us. Buying merch, stop buying merch ain't gonna hurt nothing. That's literally me whipping my Johnson out and peeing into the ocean saying, look, I'm finna turn it yellow. Not gonna turn nothing. It's not gonna do a thing. If all of y'all watching right now, y'all can whip it out and piss in the ocean and say we gonna turn it yellow, it's not gonna hurt their bottom line. It's not. I wish we could make an impact like that, but it ain't gonna hurt the bottom line. Don't y'all know how much $111 billion is? That's just one deal from Amazon. Oh yeah, pause. Yeah, I've got to put pause. Banks, man, you're live on the nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Hello.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm right here by the ocean, man. I'm about to go whip it out and pee in it.
Wait, pee in it, man. I hope you can turn it yellow,
I'm
man.
I'm right here with the beach, man. I'm just about to go see what happens.
But you know, here's the craziest thing. When you the Cowboys, and we talking about like the TV revenue is where it's at. The merch and all of the ticket sales, that's just only, that's peons. That TV revenue, that's where it's at. But here's the problem.
Exactly.
Even if all of us stop watching, guess what the haters gonna do? They our biggest fans. Look, the haters are our biggest fans, and ain't nothing like watching the Titanic sink. A lot of people, that's one of the most highest gross watch videos of all time, the Titanic. People already knew what's gonna happen. They know the ship is gonna sink. They know it's gonna hit the bottom. They knew it was gonna hit the iceberg and split. And more people tune in to watch it sink. Right? You know. So that's just how it is. People gonna tune in to watch us sink, and they very crafty about it, you know, because whoever we sign, we gonna sign somebody. I can bet my bottom dollar whoever we sign is gonna be the most talked about person is all off season. We're gonna sign someone, but go ahead.
Yeah, man, and man, look, I came up here last week. Like I said on 2 shows, man, and I said, you know, we could be fans, I'm support the team, but set your expectations low.
Yeah.
Starting free agents. Stop thinking we do this. You know, I'm not even surprised, man. I had my boys. You know, I hope we get. I said, man, I don't care who we get because I know we're not gonna get who we want. We never do. Right. So you know why? Why set yourself up like that? When is the last time that happened? You know what I mean? Cowboys stopped doing that back when they went and spent the money on Brandon Carr and it didn't pan out. You know what I mean? They changed the whole tune after that. Getting guys like
man, that Brandon Carr messed us up, man. In an alternate universe, we didn't sign Brandon Carr, and right now we signing a whole bunch of people. On Earth 13, we signing a whole bunch of people right now. We got 2 rings by now. Yeah. But this Earth, man, we messed up, dog. We are.
Yeah, man. So, you know, after that, they turned sour and they start, spending money. You know what I mean? So, stop setting yourselves up. You knew we won't get Saquon. Y'all know we won't get Derrick Henry. Like, and then, the whole thing about spending $4 million on Zach Moss, that just put icing on the cake. You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, man. You know they really not trying to get nobody. I guess they like the, like I said this on a rebuild. It's on a low-key, unconventional rebuild, Get ready. They're not going to extend Dak. I think they, in my opinion, it's just my opinion. What I think this could change though. I don't think they're going to extend that, man. I think they want to ride it out and just get Dak off the books because Dak had him he's had him by the ball since he's been there because they always waited too late. Right. And then he has the advantage, and you got to you got to cave in. So, Jerry don't like to do that, Steven, but they had to do it because they had no other choice. So,
yeah,
I think they want to be done. Trey Lance is going to be the quarterback in 2025.
right.
Cowboys value their draft picks. Whether we think he shouldn't or we haven't seen enough, it's all about what they think. And I feel like they think it because Jerry wouldn't have jumped out there and gave that 4th-round pick if they didn't think that because you know how they value their picks.
No doubt. And man, I just had my camera to go dead on me. Had the lights to shut off last night. I guess we had some. No, you good. I think they can still. Y'all can still hear me though, right? Y'all can still hear me. You can still hear me though, bro.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to build the plane as we fly. I got a battery that I gotta switch out on my cam.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Appreciate your Banks, man. I thank you so much, man, for calling in. We're gonna let the next caller in, and while I shake my battery over here, but I appreciate you, bro.
All right, Law.
No doubt, man. All right, I got my next callers from the 725. You're live while I switch out my camera here, but go ahead, talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Law? How you doing, man?
All is well, man. I can't complain. What you got?
I just want to know. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, all our veterans, Cowboys players. Do you think are they still making any money? I know they're making money like doing side stuff on the side. Is there any way they can like offer to give Jerry Jones some money, like to help out with the Cowboys?
I mean, help out like far as what?
Like to put some money on the cap to help out the cap, build the cap so we can pick up players.
That is a possibility. That is a possibility to, but the cap is already set. Every team is gifted $255 million. So that is a moot point. You don't use your personal money to build a team. You use absolutely, the cap that's given to the league. So every team is blessed with 255. So what it is the contract negotiations on how the Cowboys dial up their contracts. So unfortunately, that doesn't mean anything that they need money from anyone. Every team is blessed with the same amount of money.
All right. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any big backs in the draft that we can actually?
Big backs in the draft.
Yeah, like big running backs that we can pick up to block or somebody like Zeke that could run that ball and also catch on a run. And be able to block.
I mean, the draft is always a crap shot. When you look at it, you can talk about the Breland Allen, you can talk about the Austin kid from Notre Dame, and I haven't did all of my draft homework like that. I just know a few names, man. All I can say is I'm waiting for after the draft, and then I can dive in on player skill sets and these sorts of things. But there are a plethora of draft. You got the kid from Tennessee. You got a whole bunch of running backs that may not be the burly backs, but they could be an impact. We got a physical back already. We got a Snoop Connor, right? Who's going to be 225, 230-ish. He's going to be your bruiser back. You still have Malik Davis who's signed right now. So I don't know what their plans are with him. He was promising in 2022, but then he fell off the map in 2023. So I don't know what they're going to do, as far as the draft, and I'm not trying to say that I do, right? So all I can say is that we just have to sit back and wait and watch this cake being baked and see what we can get from there. No, Aaron Jones is already gone, y'all. But go ahead. One more point.
Do you think we're going to re-sign Zeke?
I don't think so. I don't think so. But that would be a good marketing strategy to re-sign Zeke.
Right.
That'd be a good marketing deal. You get Zeke back, and these sorts of things, and it'll fall right on in. But it is what it is. Appreciate you so much for calling in, bro. Though.
No problem, man. I'm always watching you, bro. You take.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Good call from 725. You know, Derrick Henry was the last one, or Zach Moss were the last two guys that was out there on the market that we could probably look back at and say, all right, cool. But Zeke at this point, you know, we like Zeke, man. We like the story of Zeke. Of course, we missed the 12 touchdowns of Zeke, what he had. And, of course, he's phenomenal to that degree. But that ship didn't sell, man. That ship didn't sell. All right, I got Will from the 662, man. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks in the Mix. Talk to me, bro.
Man, what's up, love? What's up, man?
Man, all is well.
Oh, man. This is awful, man. This is worse than last year. Because we got more holes this offseason than we had last season. And they not filling the holes. And the way it's looking, man, I just don't see it, man. I just don't see this team. I hopefully I'm wrong. I just don't see this team getting better than it was last year. I just don't see it. I just don't. Because Jerry, it comes to a point now, man, you can't rely on the young players to come in and help this team. You have you doing the same strategy that you're doing year after year, and it's not getting us nowhere. It's not. And Steven and Jerry, they just don't care. I think they care more about the ticket sales than they do, than the game. Because once again, we the most popular team. We make the most money once again. So when they look at that, at least we making money. The fans still gonna come out and support.
Here's what I'm gonna say though, man, and people not gonna like me when I say this. What's been our record in the last 3 years?
12-5.
What did we do during this time frame in the last 3 years?
Nothing.
Okay, so that's how that's their philosophy. We can talk about holes and everything. We got holes in different area. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about them holes we got. But at the end of the day, the draft haven't hit yet. And on top of that, the back end of the free agency haven't hit yet. And that's their philosophy. They are laughing at us because we know what's down the line in the postseason. The players that we get on this day or the yesterday would have been for the postseason. That's why we mad, because we know for sure we going to win regular season. We going to win regular season games. It's the postseason games. Look, Lamb is going to eat this year. B. Cooks is going to eat this year once again. Dak, regardless of what people said, are you expecting Dak Prescott to play worse than what he played last year? Either he going to play the same or better. That's just how it is, unfortunately.
But, Law, it's going to get to the point where I know we have had 3 straight years of 12-5 seasons. But it's going to be a point in the season we might not go 12-5 this year. Because we have a tough schedule. It might be a time we probably fighting for a playoff spot, wild card spot. We can't keep playing Russian roulette like this, man. And depending on years past, you gotta improve on your team. You got to. And you just can't depend on what we did in the past. You
I know you can't depend on that. I know you can't. But I'm just speaking from the area of I just know how this team moves, bro. And I get it. Every single year we haven't pulled the trigger on the front end. And on the front end is what I'm saying is why we don't go make a deep run in the postseason. The reason why the Niners pulled that trigger on Javon Hargraves because they knew that Javon Kinlaw wouldn't have been able to be that difference maker, right? So that's why they pulled the trigger on the earlier part of it. All of these teams that's successful in the postseason, just watch what they do during this part of the season. But during the regular season, I'm quite sure we're going to still make it to the playoffs. I foresee this team still being a playoff team.
Most likely, if I had to put some money on it, we'll make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But the same outcome. We haven't got no linebacker yet, man.
Right.
We haven't got no D tackle yet. The things that killed us in the playoffs last year, we still haven't addressed. It's more than just the running back,
True.
the linebacker, the
True.
D tackle.
True.
You got to get another pass rusher to have Michael Parsons out. You can't get all that in the draft.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay.
Then we look at having our starting line, like our offensive line. Our center is gone. Tyler Biott. Tyron Smith, they ain't going to resign him back. Like, we got to – this team, man, this front office should be ashamed of themselves right now, man.
They should be. They should be, man. And shame on the front office. I'm not advocating that they're doing a great job. I'm mad. I'm angry. You think I want to talk about Trent Siege right now? You know? But the people that we lost, I know for sure people talk bad about D.A., Dorrance Armstrong. People not really fond of Tyler Biadasz, right? So the things that we did lose are the things that we were not really happy about anyway. Even with Tony Pollard to a degree, right? I always call Tony Pollard. If we were to sign Tony Pollard again on this team, I would still be looking for another running back. It doesn't change anything, right? Because I don't believe Tony Pollard and Deuce Vaughn. My camera went out again. All right, let me find another battery. But keep talking, bro. Make one other point because I got a lot of people here waiting. Make one other point and I'll let somebody else in. Go ahead.
That's all I got, man. We can't keep relying on the pass because that right there they're going to catch on with us. But that's all I got for you guys. For all your subscribers out there, y'all go follow my channel, Will Sports Topic. Law, you already follow. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, that's all I got for you.
Man, keep doing your thing, man. I love it, bro. Appreciate you, man. Let's go. All right, the next person we have on the line is my brother from another mother. No more shopping sprees. No more VIP. VIP, you live, man. What's good, man?
Law, it's VIP, baby. Law.
What up?
Law, don't we go through this every year, Law? Law,
Yeah,
this is why I try to take the off season and don't call in, Law. I know this is official Slurpee season, and we talk about parking lot pimping for how many off seasons, Law?
Oh,
how many
my
off
gosh,
seasons
man.
do I have to bring up parking lot pimping?
Oh, my
So
God.
we have graduated from parking lot pimping to yacht pimping. They are yacht pimping now, Law.
Yeah. The Slurpees shouldn't have nothing to say because this is what they absolutely wanted, you know.
This is what they want. This is what they love. They got the big straw for this. They slurping to their nose. They come out their nose. Law. At this point, my son came to me, Law, this morning and said to me before I took him to school, Dad, why is everybody signing people but us? Law,
Right.
I don't even have an explanation at this point, Law.
Man.
What can we say, Law? Like, all I can say is we are in a relationship that is, it is what it is, Law. Like, we can't even, I can't even make this stuff up. This is something you can't even make up and put it in a comic book, Law. This is comical, the way our ownership is treating free agency.
Yep.
So now they put so much pressure on the draft. We have to hit a home run with every goddamn draft that we have because we put so much pressure on Big Willie. This is Big Willie pressure right now.
Jeez.
Yep. I hope I'm not breaking any FCC infractions, but
No. You good. You Gucci with it, you know.
But Law, I don't understand, Law, why our fans every year we get caught up in this whirlwind of emotions. Like, this is why, Law, I play the sideline, right, Law.
Right.
I just let these people call in because I know, Law, like, what am I? I'm wasting my breath. Jerry don't care. Steven don't care. We care more than they care, Law.
All right. So we do care more than they do. So let's talk about this. What do this team ultimately need? Since they don't value free agency on the front end, we need offensive line group, right?
Yes.
We need a running back With Tony Pollard, without Tony Pollard. Even if we had Derrick Henry, we would have still needed another running back.
Still need a running back.
We still need a running back.
Still.
Right. And I'm not
even
dismissing.
We kept TP, like you said. We still need a running back.
We still need
pick up Derrick Henry. We still need a running back.
We still need that. All right, so those are areas. What we don't need to touch. We don't need to touch no damn wide receiver right now.
No.
We don't need to touch
leave
that.
wide receiver alone.
Leave wide receiver alone.
Yeah. That's a luxury. If you want to pick one up in the 6 or 7, that's a luxury, Lord. But what we need is a goddamn Mike linebacker, a middle linebacker.
Right.
Obviously, we need that. It depends. So what are they doing? I know they're not going to announce it. But if I was them, I would kick 73 out. I would kick him, put him right back out to tackle. Let him just live there, Law.
Yeah.
Let him live there because I'd rather have somebody I know and trust out there than put a rookie out there, Law.
True.
I'd rather have a stud rookie at guard because you got help. When you're in the guard position, you got your center and your tackle to help you, Law.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're 1,000% right. That interior, you would say to yourself, okay, T.J. Bass, okay, Brock Hoffman, what can you guys do, right? You kick and slide Tyler Smith back out to the edge there. He's your ultimate left tackle here. Although he's an all-pro guard, you're going to slide him back outside. And then if you make Awesome Richards your swing tackle, right? So that's your offensive line. All right, so back over to DBs. We absolutely probably we gonna need another defensive back, regardless of. We gonna need that.
So J. Lou, is he under? He is a free. He's a free agent, right, Law?
He is absolutely a free agent. He may go to Washington team though.
Him and Curse, correct?
Curse,
I'm not really honestly Curse. I think we got the maximum out of Curse for those 2 years that we got. Right. Those 2 good years that we got out of him. That we tapped out of that. So now we already have his replacement though. His replacement was already groomed by the gatekeeper. I'm gonna call our XG coordinator the gatekeeper because he was stopping a lot of ish. I don't throw thought on people, man, but now I'm starting to see where he's at. How's he picking up linebackers? I thought he ain't like linebackers, Law.
Bro, man, it's flat out crazy, man. It's insanity, man.
That's great. He just signed the linebacker. He got the linebacker the whole time he was here. In fact, he got rid of linebackers, Law.
He did. He got rid of them. So that's where I'm gonna be speaking from because we got $2.2 million. The reason why I pat myself on the back with all of this VIP is because I foretold everybody. And we've been doing these 2 or 3 hour videos. It's probably hard for them to find, right? But people already knew my stance is what they're going to do is exactly what Jane Slater said. They're not even picking up the phone to talk to Dak Prescott until August or until Todd France even get a chance to go back and forth with them until August, right? And then they refuse to touch other contracts, so that puts you in this spot of $2.2 million that you're not willing to spend. So, we picked up a Carl Davis. We picked up a Trent Siege. We signed a Martavius Bryant to a futures contract and a Snoop Conner.
We had the Dollar Tree, Law.
We had the Dollar Tree. Go ahead, Law. We shopping down that list. So they are comfortable with that because that's their philosophy. And we're not going to change the Jones family mindset. Because at the end of the day, it's hard for even when Emmitt Smith said it's hard for millionaires to change billionaires' minds, right? Can you imagine thousandaires trying to change millionaires' minds or thousandaires trying to change billionaires' minds? It's going to be slim to nothing. And they are looking at it from their perspectives. I appreciate you for calling in, VIP. What else you got before I let you roll?
Law, the last thing I got, Law, is what I'm going to say with confidence, Law. I still love my boys. I'm still a ride or die, Law. So this does not change my meter, Law, because I'm used to this, Law. I think the fans, I don't know why these fans come on here and want to jump out the window, Law, when you should, Law, you and I know this is how they move in the offseason. So don't be shocked if we're not doing nothing to that June 1st, and that's usually when they start moving something. When June 1st, and you see all the cuts from the other team, because around June is when you're going to get them casualty cuts from the other team, right, Law?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get all of
so
those.
So I'm thinking that's when we'll pick up a center. We might pick up a middle linebacker, and then we'll draft behind that. I'm praying that that's their philosophy, Lord. But, Lord, all I got to say is, Lord, I'm a ride or die, Lord. This doesn't really affect my mental as much as it used to because I'm used to it, Lord. But, Lord, what I got to say is, hands down to you and Sky, because y'all, I don't see how y'all can keep this up, man. Like the offseason, I don't see how you have the temperament to keep this up, knowing that we ain't gonna do it for the next 2 months.
For the next 2 months, man. But hey, y'all call in, and I can at least talk to y'all, and y'all can see how I think of the whole situation. Am I 1,000% right on all of my approaches? No. Is my mind bendable to listen to people with their decision? Yes. But that's just how it is. We family, man, and I appreciate you, bro.
And that's why I love you, Lord, because you keep the nation alive, Lord. All I'm going to say is y'all keep cash apping my boy. Go to Prize Picks. Lord, we about that life. I still ain't a killer, but don't push me. Tell Brandon to keep slurping the whole off season. I hope he got herpes in his mouth by the time all season's over.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. That's VIP, man.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
Hey, jeez. We were once two brothers of the same kind. Quick to holler at a free agent with the same line. Cowboys roar, man. What's good, man? You're live on the nation, man. Talk to me.
Law. What's going on, man? Hey, look, I've been thinking about this thing, man, about the Joneses, man. And until some competitiveness occurs within the Jones family, talking about Charlotte or Jerry Jr., not Steven, or amongst the grandkids, we're going to be in this situation for a while. I mean, somebody has to get a competitive desire and say, look, I can do better than Grandpa Jerry, and I want to be in the Hall of Fame. Until that happens, until one of them kids stand up and say, look, I want to build a legacy through the Cowboys, and I'm going to do it my way, and we're going to get competitive. Until that happens, Steven is going to continue to just rest on the laurels of Jerry. And I'm surprised that that he's not more competitive as far as building this team. But until that happens, man, it's going to be a while. Steven
Roy. Though, this is the hardest thing, though. The hardest thing is demanding a change when it's the postseason. That's been our nemesis. So by the Cowboys winning, believe it or not, during the regular season, it helps alleviate some of that stuff. You see, the reason why they changed they didn't want to let go Dave Campo. They didn't want to let go Dave Campo. They went 5-11, 5-11, 5-11. And when it was time for them to build that new stadium, the investors was like, hey, come on, man. We can't invest in this. And then that's when they went and got Bill Parcells. It took those investors. So the only way you can get the Joneses up out of here, unless he slip up and say the N-word, right? He do something nefarious, whereas he get trapped up with a money laundry scheme, right? Or he start betting on players and it becomes exposed or what have you. Something to that degree, kind of like what was that owner for the Clippers? Because he's going to still be there. I'm talking about basketball. You know what I'm talking about? It's going to have to be something to that degree. And people talking about, look, have you ever heard of the Pareto efficiency or the Sproul effect? Let me use this as the let me use this from an econ aspect of it. The average median income. You heard of that, right? Yes. The people. The class of people that they visit in Oxnard are not making the median income of those who are making the money in the city of Dallas or Mississippi or what have you. These folks got a lot of money in California. So they are, and I'm not beating up the Californians that goes to the Oxnard situation, but those are your casual fans that they tend to appease that particular group of people, that they don't give a damn about wins or losses of the Cowboys. They just want to see their team, right, that they grew up and they casually watch, right? And they want to be affiliated with that, not taking away from the Oxnard community. But they're going to fill those stadiums up regardless. It's a free entry event, by the way, so there's no charging. So when the camera pans around, this is marketing. And a lot of people failed that class. When the camera panned around and they see that stadium full of people, that's going to also sellable enough for them to repurpose that content and repurpose that information back to someone that's way in New York who never been to Oxnard, way in Florida who never been to Oxnard, to say, hey, I want to be there. I want to get that experience. I just saw Denzel Washington. I just saw Jamie Foxx out there. Hell, they can pay another actor to go out there, and it's going to draw the attention. They are marketing kings. So that's why people is going to rejuvenate the ability for the fan bases to buy back into the season. And the fans, that all of the fans don't understand that. And they say, oh, let's boycott the team, let's not go.
They don't care. It don't even affect them.
It don't affect them that way. Yeah.
Well, I just wanted one defensive move. Jerry said, hey, look, we want to learn. We got to stop the run, and we want to run the ball. I just wanted one defensive tackle. That's all.
Right.
First early part of free agency, sign a defensive tackle. Sign a big boy.
All right.
To show that you are committed to stopping the run like you say you want to do. And Stephen Jones would have been the perfect GM for the 70s Cowboys. He would have been the perfect because there was no free agency.
Yeah.
There was no salary cap.
Yeah.
And you were stuck on a team that you got drafted by. You were just stuck. And he would have been perfect for that. And Jerry, I just wish we had the younger Wildcat and Jerry running the team now. Because he would thrive in this environment.
Right.
Younger Jerry would thrive in this environment.
Right.
Right. But I love my Cowboys from afar.
We do, man. We
Cowboys along. I love them from afar because I ain't getting no heart attack. They ain't gonna put me in the grave.
No. Have an early visit to the grave. But if they do, though, make sure they put at least a star on your tombstone.
Exactly.
Appreciate you, Cowboys, Roy, man. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right, man.
Oh my goodness, man. Let me break this down with the Texans. They made it all the way to the postseason last year, and they won the game. They won the game very, 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 very convincing. But the next game, they realized that C.J. Stroud, as good as he was during his regular season in that postseason first game, they had one other glaring hole on their team, and they couldn't run the ball. And that's what they did. They went and said, you know what? Let's get us a running back who can give us a chance, an opportunity. Say what you want to say about Joe Mixon. I had a caller the other day who, said, yeah, man, Joe Burrows was everything for that Bengals team. But the craziest thing of it all, that people speak both sides of their necks or mouths when they said that, hey, that offensive line was horrendous. And Joe Burrows was the difference maker for that Bengals team. But it's quite strange to me, with a terrible offensive line, they were still able to get over 1,300 yards rushing with that Joe Mixon guy. They was able to get north of 16 touchdowns out of Joe Mixon. Imagine him behind a better offensive line. Well, the Texans, and shout out to Eastside Arrow if he's watching, they don't have a terrible offensive line there. And they don't have a terrible quarterback. And they for damn sure finna have even more of a better defense than what they had last season. That dude right there, DeMeco Ryans, oh, man, he don't like defense. He loved defense. And there's some clips of him chewing out players on the sidelines and also being able to let players know this is what I seen from a linebacker perspective. If you do this, you will get the INT. On the fly coaching. I mean, the man is phenomenal. And then Bobby Slowick, he's going to make sure that the offense is going to be catered around CJ and Joe Mixon. Watch how they cook this year. It's just what it is. And I'm not lifting up the Texans and saying that, hey, man, Schultz was right, man. It's all about football there. But it's also about bringing in the right coach that can make the temperaments of changing the picture that you are in, too. Yeah, Pierce, I think he got hurt or something like that last year and fell off, and people kind of like, he was a stiff running back. One lane, C lane, hit hold, get hold, go shoot through things. So, hey, Lou, you're live, man, on The Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix, man. Hey, Lou, talk to me. Hey, Lou. 304. I got my guy, man, who's been doing a remarkable job in the community, and I know he keeps it positive. He send me messages all through the week, man, and it's my brother from another mother, man. Scott, you live on The Nation, man. Give people a word, bro.
Man, F all that. I ain't positive today. Screw that.
Come on, man. Wait a minute, bro. I thought you were going to give positive words, man.
I was positive last night in church. Screw the heck crowd, man. Hey, listen, bro. Law, I've been a part of your life for the past 4-5 years.
Yeah.
Got a chance to hang out with you and everything. Like that. We had a great time. Keeping communication, you know what I'm saying? Just about every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, Law, I gave you a break this offseason. I said I wasn't going to tune in that much. It's the offseason. I ain't always hear them to do like I normally do. But, man, as I kept hearing about Derrick Henry, and I love Derrick Henry. He's from Florida, you know what I'm saying? Got a chance to see him play high school ball. Mm-hmm. Watching with the Titans all the time. The man still got it. He's a monster. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Durable back and all that good jazz. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he bought 2 houses in Dallas with a dude with eyelashes on. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody saw the Roots. Like, the Roots got eyelashes, so I know he was serious. So,
and blush.
I'm like, man, I've been and to see him sign with Baltimore, to see Tony P and DA going to Washington and the Texans or whatever, where they gone, and just to see us lose what we should have kept and not fill the holes that we need to fill. Law, I'm getting tired, man. I spend a lot of money on the Cowboys every season. I've seen you money for the podcast. I seen Mark Holmes money because I support my boys, you know?
Yeah.
I stopped watching Fish. I stopped watching Fish when they try to, say you boys were basement bangers and stuff like that and all. I stopped supporting people like that. I supported this team since I came out the womb in '84. I would be 40 years old in September, Law. I can't take it no more, man. I got old.
You Riggs, you're getting too old for this, man. You're getting too old for this.
I retired from my night job. Nigga, don't you know I pawned my wedding ring to go to a game? I don't give a crap. The hoe was cheating on me anyway.
God damn.
But I pawned the goddamn ring to go to a game. I watched them put Tom Brady out of the playoffs, thinking that we were going to go all the way. I'm tired of seeing fans blame Dak for everything. The man take a dunk. Oh, my God, that's the reason why we lost again, because he didn't use the right toilet paper. He used 1-ply, not 2-ply. I'm tired of seeing all this junk every time with this team, man. But we don't make moves. I'm tired of, you can't say that, well, this is just how we do.
Right.
We don't do it, but we got to stop doing that, man. Dude, and let me be real with y'all. I had the pleasure of having David Irving on my podcast last month. And he said it's not Jerry Jones. It's Stephen Jones that does this stuff, man. It's Stephen Jones. Jerry Jones is out there having sex and having kids that pop out the woodworks trying to get his money. That's where his mind is at right now, so I didn't expect him to be focused on free agency. Jerry trying to catch up with that old sperm that's out there.
Yeah.
So they coming back for that new money. So, Cowboy fans, I apologize. I ain't got nothing positive to say today. My heart is broke. I wanted some players that I saw out there. We need linebackers. You know what I'm saying? We need some new cheerleaders, and we ain't got none of them. I just don't understand what to do right now, man. Law.
Man, all I can say is, man, hey, man, just keep. I'm gonna say, hold on, pain is in it, man.
Bruh, I'm just saying, man. Look, it's tough, man. It's tough being one of us, bro. I'm tired of telling people, oh, well, we got 5. How come y'all didn't catch up to 5 years after being 29 years? I'm tired of saying that every year. I would rather go sit in R. Kelly's place right now instead of being a Cowboys fan right now. At least he get a chance to do something. At least he came out with a new song while being locked up.
Man,
we ain't did jack. Yeah. God, I got all these jerseys in my closet, Law. I got the wood trophies from Mark Holmes. I'm like, Negro, these are really the last 2 trophies we won. They made of wood. I ain't got jack. I'm tired of this junk, man. I mean, at least address one thing, man. At least address we get a good linebacker. I'll be happy. Do something to give us hope. You say you going all in.
They said they're going to work on that contract with Dak in August, man.
But, I mean, look. What people don't understand, now I saw a real deal breakdown of what they could have done to have more money.
Right,
Dak is not the problem. You reconstruct the contract, you get more years and more money. You already did Zach Martin. You got 2 or 3 other contracts that you can reconstruct that got you buku money, almost over $100 million, that'll have you ready for free agency and the rookies and all of that. They just won't do it.
Right.
ESPN, Fox Sports, they lie to us all the time. Soon as I found you guys, I stopped watching them because I found out that you guys are telling the truth and they lie. You know what I'm saying? But it's long, man. Man, it's like I want to do drugs, but I'm saved and sanctified. I got the Holy Ghost, and I don't think Jesus would be pleased with me if I did it.
Man.
But the Cowboys make me do it. Just imagine if we do end up in hell, and they ask you, why did you end up in hell? Like, because I was a Cowboy fan and I started doing drugs because of them. I think Jesus was giving me a pass and get me out of hell.
Yeah.
I really think he'll give me a pass.
He probably will at this point.
God,
I don't blame you, man. But, man, all I can say is you took everything away from me, man. And all I can say is, bro, just look, man, just see us when September hit, and we'll see how the first game goes, bro. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, look, but I will say this. I did retire from my night job, man. I'm just teaching school now.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime we get a chance to, you know what I'm saying, watch the game together, I will fly to Dallas and find me a couple white women to bring over to the crib, bro.
Hey, man, you know, that's on you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in. You get me choked up. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you, bro. That's my guy, Sky. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Wait. That's all him. Hey, I didn't say those words. That's his words. You know, I'm just sitting back chilling. You know, those are his things. You know, I don't have Jerry Jones money. You know, I can't make things disappear and then reappear when I get in my 80s. You know, I can't do that. No way, man. You know, ooh, that bad business is for me, man. No way, man. I'm gonna circle back to my guy A. Lou, man. You live on the Nation, man. Brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix, man. Talk to me, man. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. From the 540, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Man, what's up, bro?
Hey, man, I'm doing better than I deserve, man. Talk to me, bro.
Man, I can't help but get the vibe that this is going to be, 2020 all over again. Like, it's just, when I try to look at the season, it's just, I don't know, it just feels so bleak. I want to believe they have a plan, but, I mean, because I don't understand how you can be this incompetent and not try to, as close as we've been these last 2 seasons,
right?
With just taking that next step, how can we take about 10 steps back and just not do anything? And it's kind of like goes back to what you said earlier, how you said like what have our records been the last 2 years, and I think that's the problem. I think now that that's been happening, they have a mindset that hey, we don't have to do nothing. We'll just be 12-5 without having.
It's very profitable, man. People fail to realize winning 16 games at the crib, 16 games at the crib in a row, meaning that if you win that, you can walk through Walmart on a horse, you know what I'm saying, and won't get arrested. That literally happened. We won 16 games in a row. A guy got on a horse, and he's famous now, riding a horse in Walmart. That's what winning do for you in Dallas. Now, what we're trying to do is transfer some of that over to the postseason, and it haven't been. And most of the people say that it's because of one particular person, and that's Dak Prescott. What I love to hear now is are everybody's mad at both of them, Dak and the front office? Is the front office trash, or is it Dak trash? You know what I'm saying? I know two things can be true, but even if we had another quarterback that they want, we would still have these same holes.
Yeah, and it's tough because I've defended Dak. I love Dak. He's probably one of my favorite players on the team. But it's to the point where I almost want him to leave because it's not fair what's even happening. He's not even having a chance. So if he decided to walk, I wouldn't even be mad at him. I would encourage it, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Something's got to happen. Like, I give you credit for saying you think we'll go to the playoffs. But I hope I almost, in a way, I don't want a bad season, but it needs to happen. Something's got to wake them up. Like, and it's just, I don't know, it feels like not a lot of stock put into this season with all the one-year deals, not getting these contracts done. It just seems like there's no sense of urgency. It's just sitting back, kicking the feet up, seeing what happens. I don't know. I don't like it. I got a bad feeling about the way things are going.
Mm-hmm.
And what's happened so far in free agency, seeing no moves happen, that's only kind of confirming those fears. And I'm 29, so this is all I've known. I remember back when we signed like Keith Brookings, free agency, all these little dudes, and it's just, so this is all I've known. It gets tiring.
Yeah.
I've never even had the pleasure of seeing the Super Bowl. I've just seen, playoff losses, hopes get high, and then just fail. It's depressing.
Yeah, man, I feel you, man. And as old folks say, man, if you think this bad, just keep living. If you think it's good, just keep living. Yeah, 29, boy. Yeah. But you got your 30s, man. So when you go into your 30s, man, that's going to be the good years for you, man. And we should be at least a Super Bowl plus somewhere in your 30s. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man, for calling in. Yes, indeed. Good call from him. Yeah. A lot of people talking about, somebody said speak on the sexual assault situation from Dak Prescott. I guess some lady back in 2017. I didn't even read the report, but as long as, it was him filing and him pressing charges against them, then I'm okay and I'm cool with it, right? Because he's just trying to clear up his good name. But the craziest thing of it is that it's 2024 now, right? And now all of this news, it takes that long for that stuff to get through. Man, the truth takes its time. At this time, to me personally, whoever represent Dak Prescott, he don't need the $100 million slander lawsuit, from what I read. He don't need the money. And matter of fact, by him filing the case or what have you, whoever giving him legal advice, it's very much so smearing his name. Because for a lot of people didn't know what the hell was going on about it. He could have just said, hey, let's just put a gag order on this and let's keep it silent. My name is not out there and being tarnished. It happened in 2017. I don't need the money. I know that they are attacking my good name and my gracious face and all of this stuff. But it happened in 2017, bro. Ain't nobody talking about that. You don't need to file. But now people going to talk about it. People going to talk about it. So whoever's giving him legal representation, it is the worst situation ever. You know what I'm saying? It's worse. It's flat out worse, man. It's crazy. To me, personally, legally speaking, because now people are going to talk about it. They are forced to talk about it because you filed the motion, right, for the $100 million, right? And I get it, but it is what it is. Law is that $2.2 million under the cap based on the $255 million cap deal. Yeah. So let me see where we're at now. Yeah, we still at 2.2. I don't know how much we signed Trent Siege for. I'm quite sure that it's under $2.2 million. So we still should have some money to play around with. But teams that's in the red are still signing folks from what I'm seeing from over the cap. All right, I got Prince on the line from the 214. You live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Hey, Law. I mean, this is I don't even know where to start. This is really like the bottom of where we are. Because, I mean, do they honestly think they can keep doing what they're doing and there shouldn't be no consequences to what they're doing? I'm like, it's Derrick Henry going to the Baltimore Ravens.
Right.
Like, common sense would have told them, why would you let him go to the Baltimore? He's not even going to cost that much money to even bring him in. But you're going to let Baltimore sign him, and we got to play them this year? And you know what's going to happen when Baltimore come here. They're going to embarrass us. They're going to walk all over us.
Yeah.
And Derrick Henry, I guarantee you, he's going to get like over 100 yards. They trucked our whole defensive line.
Well,
and it's like,
yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, the Derrick Henry thing is a thing that we look back at it and say, even from a price point. Remember the game you say big money take look money? We literally had more money than the Baltimore Ravens, and they were able to get that deal going, right? So, and it's crazy to me. Even though we have $2.2 million, they had less than they was over the cap, right, of like $1 million or such. So it did let me know that you can always wheel and deal and finagle the contracts and finagle the caps so that you can get somebody that you want, and they just didn't want them.
Yeah, but you know what? This might be crazy, but is there? I don't think this is. But what if the league would have, investigate them and let Roger Goodell and the other owners come up with a way to investigate them? Why? Like, I mean, this shouldn't be legal what they're doing. Like, something's got to be done with this because this is not right. Especially we as the fans have suffered for so long. They have gotten rich from our expense, and we have seen nothing for it.
I agree. But if they got rich on our expense, how much do you think the league got? Right? Yeah. See, the league making billions of dollars from the Cowboys name alone. They're not finna shoot. They're not finna shoot the fattest cow. They're gonna continue to milk that cow, and they're not gonna sway away the Cowboys from what they're doing. Yeah. The whole philosophy, and a lot of people don't understand and realize this, but the whole salary cap came from the Joneses administration. They the one introduced the salary cap to the league. Keep in mind, before the Joneses got here, the league was losing money collectively, right? The craziest thing of it all, we can be mad about Stephen Jones about certain things, but the truth is that a lot of people don't want to hear this. He's a part of the competition committee. He got his hands on more and more things that we don't see. It's always that invisible hand. So the Cowboys are making hands over fists, right? And on top of that, they are the ones to introduce individual personalizing brandings for all 31 other teams, right? So so when you see in that jersey out there that says Nike on it, before then it would have been Rydell. When you see in a personalized brand like Pepsi or Ford or what have you to get those buildings of brands out there, that all came from the Joneses. Put it like this. A lot of people who not advanced in economics or anything of knowing of marketing strategy in general, the state and the city purchased the stadiums. They are the ones who purchased the stadium, not the individual owners. So that's what another thing that you're getting. Arlington is paying for that stadium. The Jones family are not paying for that stadium. The absolute finite thing for millionaires and billionaires is to use other people's money. And they have been doing that, and they presented a philosophy, and now that's why you have mega stadiums built all over the world, like the Minnesota Stadium, like the Levi Stadium, like the Combine Stadium over there, the Lucas Oil Stadium. All of those ideas were brought to you by the Jones family. That's why when he got into the Hall of Fame, very much so, he probably bought himself into that. Because the business of the NFL is bigger than who win and who lose on a game on a Sunday. It's all about spreading the pie. And that's why if I hit $400 billion tomorrow, I still don't have enough money to buy an NFL team because I ultimately got to get voted in to even be a part of this certain group of people. So people would never understand that. People never understand that.
Yeah, it's just really frustrating because I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying, and I didn't really think about it until you just broke it down that
Right.
way. But it's just, it's just we're fans, Like I said, Cowboys ain't done nothing. Yes, Jerry, you made the team valuable, but do you know why the team was so valuable from the beginning? Because it took you had to win to make it valuable. Because yes, I give you credit for making it valuable, but you had to win first to get the value above the team. So now, 30 years later, yes, you made the team the most valuable franchise, but you hadn't accomplished nothing.
You haven't accomplished anything, and I hate to tell y'all the truth, but it's just that, man. We can't change anything at this point. We just got to go along with the ride. It's a roller coaster. It's just a roller coaster we all on, man. And all we can do is just equivalent of us getting mad at the moon. That's what we doing. We getting mad at the moon, man. I wish it wasn't this phase of the moon right now, but you can't change nothing of it, besides go back inside the house. Stop looking at it. And that's the only thing. People are going to always admire the moon. Appreciate you for calling in, fam.
You bet.
That's a good call from him. And I get it, man. A lot of people, my guy was like, hey, what's the point of this? And I know somebody said, hey, what's the point of this? What's the whole point of all of that? What I'm saying is they haven't lost $1 since 1996. And that's my whole point of it. They haven't lost $1. But they have gained everything financially. The only way that you can get the Jones family fired, unless you have some salacious, something nefarious things that happen really bad with the Jones family. That's the only thing. Yeah, they don't care, They don't care. There was a terrible storm, an ice storm that happened a year and a half ago right here in the city of Dallas. The other end of a gas company, instead of dropping their rates so that family people can have their gas and all of that stuff turned on, boy, I ain't gonna go I ain't gonna go too deep with y'all. Some people never understand it, but that company raised their rates. They didn't lower them. That's business. All right, we have. I'm going through everybody, man. My guy, man, from the 843, you're live, man. Antoine, man, you're live, man, on the Nation, man. Brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me.
Live Nation. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, all is well, bro. Can't complain.
Hey, man, how does running back market looking right now? So all the fans that wanted us to go cheap, well, we get what we wanted. We about to get a $100,000, $500,000 running back, and bitch and complain all year while we don't have a running game. Help Dak Prescott all over again.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. We sitting around with our hands tied, Mixon gone, Aaron Jones gone. There's nothing left out here.
Ain't nothing. It's dried up.
And what's the thing? If you get to grab any running back, like the exception, the rule, you can grab whatever running back and put him behind your team and scheme it up. The exception is not the rule. That's not going to happen for every single team in the NFL. You can forget that.
Right.
Right now, man, bro, our best bet, the running backs out there now, only person that's really left that have value right now is Zeke Elliott right now. That's it. And we got to draft our bridge running back. But right now, we barely got any draft picks to do anything with, and we ain't signing nobody.
Mm-hmm. You 1,000,000% right on that. The best value running back right now, as far as a veteran running back, will be your guy, Ezekiel Elliott. But but I think that what they're gonna do is, because Zeke, he's gonna bring in that alpha male mentality, right? Who is Deuce Vaughn to Zeke? Who is Malik Davis to Zeke, right? And then what number you going to give him? That's another thing. So it could be 21 is available right now. You know, Stephon Gilmore is not signed. Yeah, you could bring him in. Yeah. You can do that, absolutely. But you know, from a marketing aspect of it, I think that they can bring him back for that. You know, but I think that the Cowboys are going to stick to their guns and go into the draft and draft a running back.
But with so many holes we got, like we got a short center, left tackle. If Tyron don't come back, I doubt he's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Like so many holes, like we don't got enough draft picks to even fill half the holes we got.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
I don't know what you're gonna do now. This is about to be a trash season, man. This reminds me of the Alfred Morris and Gerald McCoy season. We screwed.
I mean, yeah. I mean, 2020, and you know the difference is between 2020 and now, we had $90 million available to spend. Nobody's talking about that and did nothing. We franchise tagged the guy, and then we went and got a spoonful of guys that was kind of long in the tooth. Dontario Poe, man, and all of those other boys, man. So the Cowboys made... with money, they don't do anything. Without money, they don't do anything. So man, it's just we gonna have to sit back and hope, man, that this draft class can turn something around, and then whatever money that we have on the end of it, we go and make one or two splashes from there. And that will be our hope, bro. Yeah. Appreciate you, man.
And one more thing, that dang Stephen Jones, man. You know how like a bad kid, a parent know their kid bad or the fuck up?
Hell yeah.
They try to keep him close to him.
Yeah.
I feel Jerry doing that to Stephen Jones. He keeping his fuck up as close to him as he can.
As close as he can, yeah, indeed, man. You 1,000% right, bro. Appreciate you for calling in. Yes, indeed. And Stephen Jones, and if you guys didn't hear my guy Scott, he said he talked to David Irvin, and they went back and forward over who's really the problem. And there's the Stephen Jones, who's the oldest of Jerry Jones' kid, and he's not named Junior. Normally, the oldest get the junior name. That's look. There's always gonna be animosity, man, fights among siblings and things like that. Not saying that those boys don't get along, but man, y'all read in between the lines, man. And I don't know, man. Maybe the other sides of people, they don't have those type of things go on. But I know in my community, hey, I'm the firstborn son, man. I should be named Junior. You know. Let me know if the Caucasian side is a little different. I don't know y'all culture like that, but let me know. Y'all might be cool with, hey man, he's not the junior, but he is the youngest, so we named him Junior. I don't know, man. You know, different cultures, but in my culture, you know, they're gonna be like, hey man, wait a minute now, hold on, man. Hey, I'm supposed to be the junior, man. What's going on with you, Jay Worthy? Talk to me, man. You're live on the nation, man. Talk to me, bro.
Hey, Law, what's up, my friend?
Nothing much, man. Man, doing good. Hey, your phone snackling and crackling, bro.
It is? It's still doing it?
Yeah, man. Popcorn time, man.
Popcorn time?
Yeah, man. It's terrible.
Okay. What about now? Is that
Man, it's terrible, bro. I'm gonna circle back to you, man. Or hang up and call back. Yeah, hang up and call back, bro. All right, I got 313. You're live on the nation. All right, got Lavish, man. You live on the nation. Cowboy, you live.
Yo.
What's good?
Yo, Law, what's going on, man?
Man, all is well, bro. Can't complain.
All is well, I guess, right? All is well. But listen, this gotta be stupid. This really has to be stupid as hell. And the moment I found out yesterday that they couldn't pay Zach Moss $4.1 million a year told me that they ain't gonna sign a star running back for $14 million a year or whatever they want.
Yeah,
you
right.
feel me?
Right.
This shit is expected as hell. And on top of that, everyone is gone. Everyone that can help this team at the running back position
It dried
is
up.
gone.
It dried up, man.
Yeah, it's gone. And on top of that, it's like you talking about you all in. The only all in I know is either NBA YoungBoy song or spend some damn money. And you didn't do one of those things. You just out there saying you all in for what? I get it.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have the cap to sign someone that you're comfortable with. But at the same time, it's like you said, we have more money than the Ravens. And look what they did. You feel me? Patrick Queen, a linebacker that I thought they would look at, damn near went to the Pittsburgh Steelers not even 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody is getting their team better, and they all in on what? Watching teams get better, because that's what everyone else is doing, is making their teams better, and that's it. And Jerry gonna hit us with the, Lavish, I like the guys that we have, you know. I like the guys. I like Deuce Vaughn. But Deuce Vaughn, he damn near 5'4", slower than Sproles. Malik Davis ain't proven. He not that guy, period, point blank. So what you gonna do? You gonna go into the draft, you're gonna draft the guys you like. You already wasted, let me go on too. You already don't waste all these dudes' careers, because you're going to waste Michael Parsons' career, you're going to waste Trayvon Diggs' career, and you're going to waste every Tyler Smith career. You already wasted Zach Martin's career in his prime. You wasted Travis Frederick year in his prime. You wasted Tyler Smith's year in his prime. You wasted DeMarco Murray. You wasted DeMarcus Ware. You wasted Dez Bryant. You wasted Tony Romo. All you did was give them money. And at that, I like guys getting paid, but also as a fan, I like guys getting paid and giving us a fucking ring. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Period, point blank. And I already know what they're going to do. They're going to bring Zeke Elliott back in, and what? Damn near, even if we sign the running back, y'all, our offensive line is damn near gone. Tyler Smith gone. Tyler Biadasz gone. Can y'all name me the backups? No, I can't either. So at the end of the day, if we got a running back, they probably going to do what Zeke did for 2020 and gain a yard of play. So it's like, shit, what do y'all want us to do? Jerry, what
more do you want from me?
Keep going, boy. You cooking, bro. Keep cooking, man.
That's all I do is cook. But listen, I guarantee if you gave me the general manager position for 3 years, I promise you I would get us a goddamn ring. And I wouldn't be sitting up there sucking my thumb with all my fucking brothers.
Yeah.
I guarantee you I can get us a damn ring. And I already know what they're going to do. This ain't nothing new, y'all. The Dallas Cowboys don't start free agency until after the draft. They pick up sloppy seconds, like that year where they picked up Don Terry Paul, Jared McCoy, all them dudes, and then do nada for us. Nothing.
Hey, man.
At the end of the day, man, I came on here to spit some mess. Hopefully one of these motherfuckers here from the Dallas station. But damn, man, it makes it. I'm accepting applications right now to stop being a damn Dallas Cowboy fan, because fuck, this shit make it so hard. They say we the worst goddamn, we the worst fan base in the league. No, we just passionate. And at the same time, shit, if I wasn't speaking like this, then damn, do I really like the team?
Right.
You feel me? So it's like, come on, man, like, Deuce Vaughn and fucking Malik Davis, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to chop this one up. Hope you're going to hit somebody. I got you chopped up. You're going to be the chopped up caller, man. Come on with it.
That's what I'm saying, man. Shit. Hey, that's all I have to say, man. I don't want to take up your time, but goddamn, Jerry, wake the fuck up. Steven, wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up. If you don't have the money, don't give Dak the extension. If you want to restructure deals to get some money, do that. Do something, though. Do something.
Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate you, man. That's Lavish Cowboys, man. Yeah. On your way out, let me hear you say one more thing, man. Come on.
Shit, man. Man, listen, man. How about them Cowboys doing nothing? Damn.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, man. Riggs. The long snapper, baby. We sizzling over there, baby. He's our signed guy of the hour, man. Great call, man. You know, that's good energy, man. I know y'all tired of hearing me, and I'm glad to hear someone else from a different point of view. Appreciate you, man. Let me see. Jay Worthy, you're live, man. Let me hear if you got a better phone area right now, man.
Am I snap, crackling, popping again?
Nah, you good, bro. What you got?
But they put me on the OC Wi-Fi real quick.
Yeah,
you
will swallow that. You will swallow, man. But keep going. Yeah. Talk to me, man.
Yo, man, I'm loving the passion from the fan base. I'm loving it. You know, because we care. Lord,
we care.
Love.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We in love. We in love with the team. You know, we don't love the front office, but we love the team. So that's why we got all the passion. But the problem that we go wrong at, you know, two things can be right at the same time.
Right.
But we got to take the grain with the salt. It's two types of Jerry Jones. It's the marketing Jerry Jones, and it's the business Jerry Jones. The marketing Jerry Jones said, I have to make you all believe that 1 + 1 is 3.
Yeah.
And so when he say we going all in, don't believe him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe. That's the marketing Jerry Jones. That's the one that's going to keep the cash cow flowing.
Yeah.
And then there's the business Jerry Jones, the one that's saying, hey, is Dak our guy? Is Mike McCarthy our guy? What do you think we're going to do? Well, let's just sit back and let's just see how this thing goes. Because if they keep investing and keep investing and keep investing, and if the coach is not the guy, if the quarterback is not the guy, they lose. So I'm looking at them from that standpoint. I'm not believing the marketing Jerry Jones. I'm listening to the business Jerry Jones, the one that got his son running the player personnel.
Yeah.
You know, that's doing it all wrong. Once I heard that interview, all you content creators put out that somebody inside the Cowboys said that somebody called Stephen Jones and wanted to offer up a player during the draft. And he ignored it and hung that phone back up. I said, yeah, that's the right Stephen Jones. That's why we sitting here like, hey, get this player, get that player. And they like, nah, we like our guys.
We like our guys, man. And that ain't going nowhere.
We like our guys.
Yeah.
It's like, and you keep pushing it, Law. You keep pushing it. And all of you keep saying it. It's like you stuck in the snow. And you get out and you telling your wife, stare, and I'm going to push it.
Yeah.
And you know you can get out with your mic. But then you see people ride by and you're like, hey, come over here and help me. Come over here and help me. And then all of you push it and get it right out.
Right.
That's what we need. We need the extra push. That's why you go inside free agency. That's why all these teams that have been to the Super Bowl have done that. And they got out of that ditch.
Hold tight for me.
Yeah, we are stuck in that snow. It's like we got the team that as soon as you come outside and you see you got a flat tire, you know that tire is bad.
Yeah, I'm back, bro. Yeah.
You come outside, you got that flat tire. You're like, oh man, you know that tire is bad. But you keep putting air in it, and you keep putting air in it. You come out the next day, and it's down again. You won't get it fixed. That's the front office with free agency. We going to just sit back and wait and see what happens. Let it come to us.
Yes, indeed, man.
That's the problem. That's the law. You know, we going to be that emotional fan base.
Right.
We're going to keep saying it. We're going to keep buying the merchandise. We're going to keep going to the game. We're going to keep going because we in love.
We in love, man.
We in love. There's no way around it. So, you know, exert your passion, Cowboy Nation. Exert it. But we know who we got. We know who we got.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in, Jay Worthy, man. Thank you, bro. Good call from you, man.
No problem, Law.
Yes, indeed. Good call from him, man. All I'm saying, I think that's what my channel is, man. I'm the caution light. You know, I'm letting you know, hey, man, the caution light is on, low tire pressure. We're going to have to add air to it. Hey, the engine check light is on. We're going to have to change this around. Now, you can refuse to say or hear what I have to say and say out to yourself, we okay, man, we good. Just because the light says low oil doesn't mean that the car can't move. And they continue to drive with the low oil light on. You know what I'm saying? But the moment you need it, that's when all of the things break down. And that's the playoffs. I was there when I told y'all I like Tony Pollard. But, man, we need another running back. No, that's okay, man. We still winning, man. Tony Pollard is not the problem, man. It's the O-line. Okay, cool. And then I told people, yeah, man, I like what Brandon Cooks brings to the table. Thank you for looking into the film session with me on Brandon Cooks. But I like him as an option, but we still need a physical, big, burly type of wide receiver that can catch the ball in the end zone. Oh, Lord, we good, man. We got CeeDee Lamb for that, you know. I can tell y'all what we need, man, and I can tell y'all what need to happen as far as the changing aspect of it, but people will still refuse to listen, and people will say, hey, Marquise Bell is doing his job. He's just as efficient as any other linebacker. Hey, Damone Clark is okay. This is his second year, etc. But people fail to realize when we tell y'all that, hey, this is not enough, then they go back to hey, it's Dak. Dak is whack. It's Dak Prescott fault. Hey, he's the one threw those INTs. He's the one that caused the pick six or what have you, or he's the one that absolutely lost the game for us. Just change out the quarterback. Everything else will work its way out. Okay? Let's change out the quarterback then. Let's do those things and watch what will happen. Regardless of who the quarterback is, we still need those areas. We still need interior help on defense and offense, and we still need true linebackers. All right, I got Amos. You're live from the 727.
What up, Law? This is Mr. Amos here.
Yeah, Mr. Amos, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for calling in.
Law, you fans, y'all been looking at the wrong Jones all along for this situation, this problem.
Mm-hmm.
The Jones y'all looking at should be looking at is Mama Jones. Why Mama Jones?
Why her?
Because Gary, all these years, holding around, coming home smelling like glitter, smelling like Avon cologne. So she said that to keep an eye on this dude, sent the oldest boy there to look after Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
So oldest boy probably seen a whole lot of stuff and all that and get it. That's all right, son. I'm going to give you all this. They had no intention whatsoever of letting him, Steven, run nothing anyway. But, Steven kept his mouth shut. Just so happened, something slide by and voila, strange daughter come along, claiming stuff. Steven probably know all along what was going on, but kept his mouth shut. Now it's time to pay for the Steven's loyalty. Now, Steven out there doing his thing,
right?
And Jerry wants to say something real bad. But there go Mama Jones right there. Because Law, you got a wife and things like that. If you messing up real bad, it's
right.
Like me, if I'm fucking up real bad,
right,
my wife is going to say something.
Right.
Look at the influence over there, that big old stadium. Didn't Mama have something to say about that stadium?
Right.
Mama got art everywhere.
What?
And Mama is saying, let my boy Steven run the stuff. He done went 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, let him do it this way, hoping to the fact that one day it may happen, Cowboy fans, that the blind squirrel finds the acorn and we fall ass backwards into a Super Bowl because the Giants, they did it. And that's what the philosophy, what they're looking at anyway, because the Giants did it. Because Jerry, by nature, he wants to do something. And I really believe that his wife is telling him, and backing up, boy, because if he do one thing, he say, well, let me go see what Mama say. And Mama go say, let Steven do his thing. Because you done did all this stuff, you done did all that dirt. Now, I'm going to say this also, too.
In closing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Last year,
mm-hmm.
I wasn't upset last year because the seasons was lost during the beginning of the season because they didn't make any moves, they didn't fill any spots whatsoever. So we may go 12-5 again, but we may fall ass backwards to a championship. So that's our only hope. Take care, Law.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Man. I'm gonna keep it with the fellas, man. I'm you know how I care about the moms out here. I ain't gonna talk about the mamas, man. I don't really touch on the ladies. And salute to Jean Jones. Got the utmost respect for her. And Charlotte Jones. Got the utmost respect for her as well. I just don't speak on the ladies. I just want to say that Jerry Jones should be embarrassed of that lady who always been by his side, regardless of the situations, regardless of the outside kids or what have you. But, you know, he treated that lady collectively like a doormat that's in front of every or most people's homes. He walked all over that lady, and it shows. You can see the countenance on her face. But we're not going to talk about Gene Jones like that in any shape, form, or fashion. But we can tell you that the respect level of Jerry to Gene is not where it need to be. And that's the most I'm going to go with speaking on that. All right? But I appreciate my guy for calling in. I have my guy, Noop. What's up, Noop? You're live on the nation, man. Talk to me, bro.
What's up, Noop?
Nothing much, bro. What you got, bro?
Hey, have you took a good look at that schedule we got for next year?
Man,
a real good look.
Who we play, the AFC, who, North?
Yeah, and we play the Lions, we play the Saints, the Tampa Bays, and the Texans, plus everybody in our division getting better. Come on, man.
It couldn't be no worse schedule than what we seen going into 20. I want to say, was it 2022? The opening of that schedule. I think you had the Super Bowl champs, you had the Rams, you had a broke finger and all of that stuff, and we were still able to claw out of it. And I'm not saying that just because we were able to claw out of it, you know, we'll be able to claw out of it again. But I'm just looking at it from that perspective. Yeah. I think that every year the schedule is always going to be, yeah. Football changes so much, man. You know, I think that for sure the Steelers might be a powerhouse team, you know, just because of a few things.
The Steelers, the Bengals, we got to play the Browns. The Browns ain't no pushover. We got to play the Lions again.
Yep.
Come on now.
I mean, every year.
We losing our starters. Let me ask you something. Who gonna back up the backups?
That's something that we can't even quantify right now because we don't know what this team ultimately is going to look like after everything is said and done. Right now, you know, Super Bowl teams are won during the offseason. I get all of that, right? The plans and the procedures that you go with. Right. But it's still at the end of the day, we still got to go through drafting. My only hope would be is that we don't draft. If we don't draft like we drafted last year, that's my only hope. Yeah.
But what I'm saying, whoever we get, this gonna be some young guys, man. They need leadership. This ain't coming in the NFL raising no hell, especially linemen. You know, man, we got a lot of work, and I think they're setting Dak up for failure, man. That's just my opinion. I think the Jones.
Hey, it definitely ain't setting them up for a wins. It definitely ain't doing that.
You know, them Joneses in them cigar rooms, man, and them people, you know, you hang out with probably laughing at it. Like he took to the cleaners, you know. And they don't like that. That's just another perspective of looking at this.
And I look at it from that perspective. I do look at it from that perspective, but I do also look at the fact that we did lose Dorrance Armstrong as a chance and opportunity for us to see more Sam Williams. I do look at the fact that, and hear me out, and I know most people are not going to like me for this, but I do look at the fact that by us losing Tyler Biadasz, give us a more focal point on getting a real better center in that spot, even though Tyler Biadasz had a real offseason last year, right? And I just look at it from that perspective. I'm glad. I'm waiting for the day for somebody to sign J-Ron Kearse. No offense to Kearse, but I'm going to be glad. Whoever we fill in that spot is going to be a tick better than what we seen last year out of J-Ron Kearse. And I hope that we go into this situation that we can add in some pieces, because there's no way that the Jones family will be able to sell to us Carl Davis and Mozzie for the interior. So we going to get better at that spot. It's just that right now we're angry and upset because we don't know who it is, and the pieces that we know that can help is going to other teams. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, you know.
But our backups to them backups gonna be real, you know. That's gonna be real shaky, man.
It will be. It will be.
Yeah. It's gonna be real shaky.
Facts.
And you ain't got to worry about Jerry Jones, you know, because I think he borderline alcoholic, if you ask me, and he gonna say something real crazy, and that's gonna be
right.
That's going to be our out right there, man. Because you look at Jerry real good, something ain't right, man. That's probably why Stephen Jones taking over, you know. But that's just my opinion.
Man, no doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in, fam. Go ahead.
Let me ask you something. Well, who do the draft? Is it Will Clay or Jerry Jones? Because the 4-level network talking about Jerry Jones know how to draft.
I mean, well, you know,
they look like they
when they say Jerry, it's so many hands in the pot. They just using Jerry, but it's literally that's why I say the Jones family. You know, you got Will McClay, who is an extension of to help aid the family of the Joneses, but you know, to that degree, we all know we seen his team pre Will McClay. So we know what this team looked like pre-Will McClay, you know. But what we're trying not to see is post-Will McClay. Because we know for sure it's going to go back to the pre. Yeah, it's coming, bro.
That's coming, man. Yeah. That's coming real quick, too. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, Long.
Yes, indeed. No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in. It's my guy, man, the Noop. Let's go to 206, man, my guy, MJ, man, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
What up, Law? How you doing, bro?
Man, all is well, man. Just one day at a time. Ready for this draft, bro. Talk to us.
Oh, yeah, I'm not worried about this, man. You guys panicking too much. Everybody, you guys slow down. Like I say, I'm listening to everybody complain. Have Buffalo, when the last time Buffalo won something, Law?
Oh, man, it's been a long drive.
I hear cricket. When the last time the Redskins won?
Oh, man, 91, 90, something like
Atlanta.
that in the 90s. Yeah.
New York
Never.
Jets. Come on, Cowboys fans. Chill out, bro. It ain't that hard. Y'all want these draft picks, and, you know, if they get them, they get them. If they don't, if they pick them up. Because most of the time they pick them guys up, they come to Dallas and be bums. We overpay. Then y'all cussing them out. They come here, we sign a guy. Only guy that was worth picking up is the big 95 from Kansas City Chiefs.
Right. I feel
Or
you.
the deep tackle from the Rams. That's it. Y'all worried about these bums. They ain't gonna do nothing. We play them, we beat them. Now, I'm like, Brandon, listen. Now, Dak gonna have to play because I'm telling you, if that kid turn that thing out in preseason, last, then Dak is gone, y'all. And everybody been wishing for him to leave. And it's 50-50 want him here, 50-50 want him gone. He's gone. Because the Cowboy ownership do not like that guy, that agent.
My thing is, my only thing is with Dak Prescott, they betting against him, and I get it, right? Because we want playoff success. And I'm hearing a lot of people from the 105.3 The Fan, they did a segment saying that he should take less money. Well, the problem, the problem is with that. Yeah, that was the other day, and I'm sitting like, okay, cool. We had him taking less money in 2020. Y'all put him on the franchise tag when we had $19 million and we didn't do anything with that. Right.
Quarterback from Atlanta got.
Well, the quarterback, $100 million guaranteed. I'm looking at the guarantees money.
$45 million. So they wishing Dak could take a 50 or 55. They say he's not worth 60 or 65. Only one person is worth that, and that's the Kansas City quarterback. That's it. Everybody else is just like Dak Prescott. Hate to tell you. Hate to get your feelings hurt. You know, whoever hates Dak. Now, Dak is a good quarterback, but he got to come through. Like I keep saying, you guys, we had a few chances to go to get past San Francisco when they beat us 19-12. They beat us 23-17. We still had a chance to beat them. Calling wrong play calling. And McCarthy, your boy Darius don't like McCarthy. McCarthy got to call the right play calling. Because if you call the right play calling, number 20 would have to, trying to run him up the middle all the time. You can't do that. You got to do sweeps. You got to be creative. He panicked when he got to the playoffs. And, come on. That's why I got that new offensive dude to help him. Because he got to get better. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and the one guy got on your station, he said, we ain't got no, you got linemen. Hoffman is better. He's bigger and stronger than the guy that is signed to the Giannis. I'm sorry.
Oh, you talking about better than Hoffman is better than Tyler?
Yeah, and big number 66 better. So the Cowboys either going to try Sims, left tackle. If they do, then big boy stay in the middle, guard, or if they drop the guard or center, then 73 might move outside. That's a rich. I'm not worried about our line. We might get mad. What's keeping us surviving is Dak Prescott. But I'm going to say it again until we go blue on here. If you better make sure that D tackle and the linebackers are ready.
You better make sure, man. Yeah.
Zimmer is going to have it right because Fioco going to play DN like he's supposed to. Number 99 going to play DN with his like night too. I'm not really worried. You guys are panicking. And it's 30 halfbacks and Law. On here and everybody. It's going to be a halfback that we pick up that we going to draft. He's going to get in the game and probably have 12 to 1,300 yard rushing. And y'all going to be kissing his butt again. Man, it's 30 half. Stop panicking.
I appreciate you for calling in.
With the new, get the old out, bring the new brothers in. That's all I got to say.
No doubt, man.
Show, and people stop coming on here crying. It's March. Let's wait till we go to the camp and see what happens.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, bro. That's my guy, MJ, man. I know he gonna always be there. He gonna always be there for the moaners, man. And that's just what he gonna do, bro. Do I give the owners a pass? Hell no. Shoot. I'm going back to my stance on this. They should have did exactly what my guy Pat O.C. Walker said over here, and it was just his breakdown of everything. They should have exactly did this right here, ladies and gentlemen. They should have did this. And we would have been able to make one or two moves in the free agency on the front end. But we're going to have to live within the mercy seat of drafting guys and then after the draft. That's just been their philosophy and flow. All right, getting too old for this, man. All right, man, let's rush along, man. We got the 804. You live in the mix, man. Talk to us, man.
Hey, what's up, Love?
Not much, man. Talk to us, bro.
Hey, man, what do you think it is with Todd France and the Joneses, man? Like, why they just can't get this deal done like they need to?
Because Todd France also represents Josh Allen, and he sees how a team moves and operates and work within the confines of when they trust the quarterback. So Todd France is looking at it like, hey, I can't have one of my clients taken below market value, then I'll lose out on some of my clients, because the client base is supposed to represent the player to the best of their abilities. They're not out here for for any of these guys to get short handouts. Football, all of these players are a Ryan Shazier hit away, a Alex Smith hit away, a DeMar Hamlin hit away, and he got to represent and get the most out of his clients because football, the NFL stands for not for long.
So why not just get a deal like distributed over the same amount of years, like with more guaranteed money, so he's secure about it, and then they feel good about you're not putting everything on the cap.
Putting everything on the cap. I think that they did something similar to that on the last deal. That was really and I know a lot of people don't like it, but when they read the languages of it, there were some compromising. It's just the fact that it was such a short deal because he wanted to get right back into the market when it opens back up again. But the reason why that deal was constructed like that is because originally the Jones family didn't have the ultimate faith in the quarterback, and they allowed Carson Wentz to get paid. They allowed Jared Goff to get paid, right? So from a marketing aspect of it, Dak and Todd France people wanted to get north of those contracts. And then by him getting ultimately franchise tag, when the players get franchise tag, yes, that's a good deed of money up front, but at the end of the day, it's not a true value of trust, and that's why they put that no franchise tag clause on that contract and no trade clause on that contract.
It's just frustrating.
It's frustrating.
So long to work this out, man.
Man, if they would have got in front of it in 2018, they would have got Dak for $28 million APY, right after that playoff loss versus the Rams. They would have said, "Hey, Dak Prescott, we believed in you. Ultimately, you were on a team that won a playoff game versus the Seattle Seahawks. That would have been the time to strike." I don't think that he would have been able to raise eyebrows and say, "Hey, I want more than $28 million," because that would have been ultimately before Carson Wentz and Goff got paid. And right now, you'll be just now coming off of that contract, and then you would have been able to sign Dak, or you would have been able to ultimately trade him if you didn't like the results from that particular contract. But by them waiting and sitting on their hands, these are the ramifications.
It's crazy, man.
It's crazy, man.
All my life, and I live in Virginia, so I got to hear all these manners, mouths, everybody mouth around here, man. These people wanting to shut up, man.
Yeah, man, you ain't gonna shut up. You ain't gonna never shut up, man, until we win the ring. and making it to the Super Bowl to lose, boy, they gonna talk about us left and right. We gotta ultimately get all the way to the Super Bowl and ultimately win. That's the reality, bro. I appreciate you for calling in, man.
No problem, man. I just started following you after the Green Bay loss. But,
oh, wow.
Since I started following you, man, like you legit, man. I appreciate you way more than ESPN and anybody else, man.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man. And those words of appreciation goes a long way, man. Thank you, bro.
Boys fan 804 on there, all right?
All right, got you, bro. Salute. I hope you guys get what I'm throwing out, man, because that's the whole point. Is right now there's a wedge on the fan base, and right now the crux of it all is coming from your quarterback. We got $2.2 million. They haven't even picked up the phone to talk to Todd France right now. They haven't picked up the phone to talk to Dak Prescott right now. They're somewhere drinking some Mai Tais right now. They chilling. They got Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones drinking Johnny Walker Blue right now. Charlotte and all of them, you know. Jerry Jr. And they probably said, okay, Will McClay, you can reach out to these guys, but the threshold is this. And if the price tag if it's not less than that, don't even consider the situation. Don't even consider the situation. You better not spend that much. They probably told him that, you know. I'm just saying it, you know what I mean? All right, we have the 443. You're live on the Nation. Talk to us.
Hey, my guy, Law Nation. How you doing, bro?
Oh, man, all is well. Can't complain. Talk to us, man. What you got?
Very well. Speaking of the last caller, I'm up here holding my 7-week-old daughter. She was born an hour right after the Green Bay Packers debacle. I live up here in Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware. And the anesthesiologist came in there, gave my wife the epidural. He said, "I don't think I got nothing for you though." but I'm gonna give her the epidural. Got that out the way. So
man,
essentially, man,
congratulations on that too.
I appreciate it. Yeah, man. A little beautiful baby girl, got a son, got the rich man's family.
Okay.
But you know, as they say. So yeah, I've been following you for a while, man, and I've always wanted to call and have some time to call in today. And man, I'm here. It's nothing but Eagles fans around here. And I always got to see them getting, like we want to maximize the utility of getting older guys like Stephon. I was hyped when we got Gilly Lock. I was hyped when we got Brandon Cooks right towards the end. But I got to deal with seeing Eagles fans being like the Howie Roseman go out there and get Kevin Byard and Shaq Leonard and all these people right then and there, and I'm like, well, who the Cowboys? And over these past 2 days, I look at my phone, I see the breaking news, just insulted. Like, you're not even thinking about bringing Dak back. Me and Dak are the same age. He's like five months older than me.
Wow.
I ride and die with Dak, and I want to see him do great. But yeah, man, it's frustrating. I'm definitely gonna be a Cowboys fan for life, and just like what you're saying, we're gonna get down to the training camp and everything, and everybody's gonna get excited because they're ready to put that star on their helmet and try to maximize the utility of those after guys that we get, and them draft guys. I'd be happy we get a Zeke Elliott, we get another running back in the draft, and see maybe if that 1-2 punch would be fine. But I still got confidence in us. But them Joneses, man, they
oh my God.
Jones.
Yeah, they give it to us, man. And at this point, man, I look, from my perspective, I was a fan of this team before they bought the team. So I'm not finna run from this team. I love this team. I remember growing up when there was not like all of this high technology where you can watch any game. And you ever seen that TV with the squiggly lines and everything? I would sit right in front of the TV and try to twist the antenna, and I can watch some of the plays of one of my favorite quarterbacks throwing the ball, or my running backs running the ball. So, or one of my players that I grew up love watching and seeing, just if I could just see a snippet of it, right? And now I'm sitting in the world where I can see it in triple HD, right? So I get it. I'm not finna fold up and run off from the team from their decisions. But it is what it is, man. I appreciate you so much, man. I thank you for calling in, bro. And congratulations again. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Good call from him. And some of y'all can also have the same sentiments, right? We are not finna fold up because of their decisions. I fell in love with that star behind us before they bought the team. The Cowboys always been a glamour team. We always were an innovative team. We always put marketing and franchising of the team in front of a lot of things. I remember when Hollywood was the first can't get right guy, Yeah, Danielle Hunter wants 30. Ooh, he ain't getting that. Yeah. We're in a toxic marriage and that we can't even leave. We can't ever leave from. Yeah, you're right. All right, I got the 623. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to us.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Hey, I can hear you. Are you great? Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I had like a point about the Joneses front office. This is kind of like how I radiate with other Cowboys fans.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that I see it, the Cowboys front office, I see their delinquency is their infrequency to always get themselves involved in the draft and free agency.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of further emphasize that point because I feel that throughout the years where I've been a Cowboys fan, I'm a young Cowboys fan.
Right.
I've been following the team since like 2013, 2014. So I'm relatively young, but I've been tracing back history and just been studying like how this team, what they were in their glory days, and just kind of like where they're kind of developing and enveloping their franchise as a whole. And I feel that collectively they kind of sabotage themselves like every time we grab like a generational acquisition, we take away from it. We put all of our chips on the line for that. And when eventually that talent begins to wither from within and without, everything falls in line with that talent. And I feel like, with Parsons, like you said, like we can't codepend just on Parsons to get it all done, to be like our scapegoat and our and our getaway when all goes bad. Because, you know, and I think all Cowboy fans also had to give Trayvon Diggs, you know, a bit of leeway because he's barely coming off an ACL injury. Because we were kind of nagging on Terrence Steele. We nagged on Michael Gallup, even though I feel like Michael Gallup had a little more grace and time to heal and kind of, you know, get himself back from injury. But some players coming off of injury, they still don't get the time to actually, you know, heal. Because before our medical technology advancing,
right,
it was usually when someone tears their ACL, that's a career-ending injury. And now we have, you know, our medical advancements and our technology has come so far so people can develop, you know, AP won the MVP the following year, or like he played at a high level still the following year, but not everyone's age.
Not everyone's that. Right.
And so I think ultimately what we're falling a predicament of is like the business model of the Cowboys, where essentially, you know, the Cowboys are treating their players like their employees and their leads. You know, back then we used to have good leads. Like the Joneses are like the ultimate supervisors and plant managers of like a big old industry, a well-renowned industry. And basically what's happening with that well-renowned industry is that their managers are firing their good leads and their employees, and they're replacing them with new guys. While they have high upside and talent, they don't have the distinct potential to be utilized and fulfilled because they're getting rid of some of their good veterans who've been there for a long time, who have the great knowledge and wisdom to share that with the team.
Well, in shorts, you know, causations doesn't equals correlations, right? So basically what you're breaking it down, you know, we look at it like from everything that you basically said is the Cowboys are working within the confines of comfort. There will be no gnashing of teeth, fire and brimstone for Stephen Jones for his decision makings. There would not be a situation where Stephen Jones nor Jerry Jones can lose anything as relates to their decisions outside of a few fans. The team is ultimately getting by because they are winning games. Even when it was the Jason Garrett administration, he didn't have a ton of losing season. He was 8-8, 8-8. You know, a lot of people look at the new 8-8 as 12-5, 12-5. But what we can absolutely see that Mike McCarthy is better than Jason Garrett. This team done microly improved in the coaching department. But the problem is that the constant reminder is that the Jones family, they are comfortable and they are not willing to just go all in on that one or two players. We're not asking for the sun or moon. We're just asking for, hey, man, let's just go make this one big impact so that we can win in the postseason, and they are not willing to pull the trigger on that.
Well, yeah, and I feel like that's the main concern is their lack of urgency because I'm sure they understand better than we do that they have more years behind them than they have ahead of them. I think ultimately that's their common denominator. It's like maybe they should hold themselves thoroughly accountable of those delinquencies that they've been having for the past years before we started going 12-5 because I don't think collectively all of these fans have been appreciative of the 12-5 years. Sometimes we think that 10-6 year and that 12-4 year in 2014 we felt much more closer to the Super Bowl than, you know, these 12-5 years because we had a run game. We had these adequate support, but at the same time, we also had compromise, you know, with the Dez Bryant, the Cole Beasleys, and, you know, even like we take away from the hot hand that we are being dealt with when we have, you know, a good offense. You know, we have a good offense, a good run game. We're always missing a defense, you know, like we missed the Marcus Ware that 2014 season. Right. Or like we're missing something, you know, like we drafted Micah Parsons as a linebacker. Right. But we utilize him as an edge rusher, but that's not his fault because, you know, like you said, I'm not for someone not getting their money. They should get their money at the end of the day. But it's like someone putting you at a position you're good at, but you're good at many positions. Right. If you're a generational talent, you should be utilized like an MJ where you're like, okay, I'm the best player on this field on the defensive side, and I feel like this guy's putting me at a hindrance. I should say, hey, I want to be impactful because leading into the playoffs, he was saying, I want to be effing phenomenal. He couldn't because, what was gashing us and what's been a glaring hole since that, Bills game leading on was the run defense.
No
I
doubt.
feel like we're going to have more growing pains with even drafting linebackers or running backs because they have that learning curve they have to utilize in advance.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in. Good call from you, too, by the way. Thank you, man. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Good call from him. Just got to wrap it up, y'all. I gotta be somewhere at 3:30-ish, but I got 3 other callers here. I'm going to try to get to y'all. Just make it snappy, and then we're going to read the super chats, and then we get on up out of here. But I appreciate y'all, man. We've been live for a long minute here. Appreciate all what y'all do during this time frame. And there will be another video. Me and Ray, we did a podcast. It was last week, week before. It was right before the Combine, but it's just now uploaded onto the platform. So you guys, appreciate y'all. Y'all be sure to check that out. I got the 760. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, how's it going? I hear we got a lot of ladies sitting at home complaining about their husbands not taking them out to eat. We got people that want to go out and buy steak, but all last month they put the hamburgers at McDonald's on the credit card.
Oh, wow.
You got almost $15 million in dead money.
Yeah.
Dak's going to eat up 60.
Yeah.
Right? He's eating that against the cap this year.
Yeah.
Signs a new deal. It's going to average 60 a year. So there's no rush on signing him to an extension right now or in July. It doesn't really matter. What they got to do is stop putting money on the credit card.
All right.
It would have been nice to see them sign somebody like Wilkins, but that ain't going to happen because they don't have the money. So right now, everybody's complaining about running backs, not signing a running back. That's not the greatest need. Strength up the middle.
Right.
They need a D tackle. They need an inside linebacker. And so that's what we got to put forward and draft best available player, not draft for need. So that's all I got to say. And thanks for your time.
Oh, man, great conversation right here from him. It was a monologue right here from him. Yeah, you putting things on credit card. There's 2 ways. The things of people that want to get rid of Dak Prescott, this would be the absolute way to do it. You force him to play with the tools that they give him now, right? And ultimately hope that Dak Prescott in August say, you know what, let me just play on this deal that we already have, and then I can explore other options down the line. The problem is, either way, if Dak Prescott finish out this season and ultimately goes to the same exact type of thing that he had last year, his number's going to increase, and then you end up saying, hey, well, I want him now. You're going to look at you probably look at $65 to $70 million APY. You're looking at a longer guarantee or more and more guarantee money. So that's the thing that you have to deal with. And from a business perspective, you can only hope that the Cowboys, and I'm not being crass when I say this. But from a business model, the Cowboys, they tend to pay you when you get hurt. And they probably look at it like, hey, he played 1 or 2 games, 3 games, he get hurt. Man, we can offer him a low bag now because he can't demand high money. And then we'll pay him that. They paid Tony Pollard a franchise tag when he got hurt. They paid D-Law when he hurt his shoulder. He refused to get it surgery on that. We got long list of guys that they paid when they got hurt. Terrence Steele is another one. Gallup is another one. So their philosophy is being exposed by those who are smart enough to know. I got 313, you live. 313, you live.
Oh, hey,
yeah, you live, man. Talk to us, man. Talk to us.
See, I can tell you now, I knew we weren't going to sign Derrick Henry. It's going to be Latavius Murray or something like that. I noticed like the back of my hand. I can't figure out why haven't we signed CD yet?
Yeah, they probably didn't speak of him or signed him because they know that will also have enough money for them to go out there and to make moves on premium guys. So they probably wait until like after everything dries up, and then they pick up the phone, call the extensions people, and make that signing there. It could be happening right before the draft, a couple of days before the draft.
So you telling me between now and the next 24 months, we're going to sign 3 massive contracts. Somebody got to be the odd man out here.
Now in the next, well, let me see what my guy got. And it's going to be leaked. It's going to be either James Slater, somebody, or David Moore, somebody they really trust to leak out some information on what they're going to do. But my guy, Pat No-C Walker, he have Diggs. They can do that. They can touch on the Steele's contract. They can do that. But they're going to have to need about $6 or $7 million to get the draft picks together. So it's somebody. It's somebody. You don't have $2.2 million and sign all your draft guys. So somebody on this team that's going to do some type of an extension. But look for them to have that when they get out for vacation.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say. I just couldn't understand why I ain't signed somebody. I don't see how they're going to come up with 3 between Michael, CD, and Dak in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
See how 3 contracts in the next 2 years.
Yeah. They're gonna touch on somebody's contract, bro, and to do the draft. But they're gonna do one hush signing at least before the draft kick off. They gotta get somebody in the building. I just don't know who it is yet. And you just stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be all over it, bro. Appreciate you, man.
All right, nice talking.
Good talk, man. 754, you live.
What's up, all this Dallas Cowboy 1992?
What's good with you, fam? 92 Cowboys. What's good? What you got, bro?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna say this: you are very highly spiritual, brothers. You know what time it is. You see the handwriting on the wall.
Yep.
You see it, and not only you see it, those who are woke, they see it too.
Yeah.
I know you got this big platform, bro, and I'm gonna say this for Jerry Jones, man, because this is the type of person he is right now. I'm gonna say it like this: Daniel chapter 5, verse 529. Okay, this for you, Jerry. These are the words that were written on the wall. Many taking up the sin. Your kingdom, Jerry, is found wanted. Your kingdom about to fall, Jerry, because the type of person you became over the years. Your kingdom falling because you being so arrogant, and nobody can tell you nothing. Nobody can tell you nothing. And the sad thing about it is that the Cowboys, us Cowboys fans, we got to sit here and suffer and get ridiculed and get mocked and get labeled as crazy fans. All because we have a dysfunctional owner sitting up in there on a big old yacht. He can have 1,000 yachts. We don't care how many yachts you got.
Yeah.
What you doing is wrong. How you doing Dak is wrong. It's like you trying to put us against one another to benefit your pocket. And I feel like that's not right. And I'm not going to be long. I'm going to say this. Until you, Jerry Jones, wake up and stop being arrogant to yourself and the organization and the fans that pay your place, this kingdom going to fall. And that's all I got to say. And I'm going to say this. How about them Cowboys?
How about them?
Y'all go somewhere, Eagle fans.
No doubt, man. That's my guy, man. Biblically speaking, appreciate you guys, man.
Goodbye.
I'm very much so not a religious person, but I am a spiritual person, and I get it. Spiritual connotations is everywhere, and when you read the Torah, the Quran, the Bible, and all of that good stuff, you can hear some spiritual connotations all the same. And I don't want to get people misguided with anything, so always lean not onto your own understanding, but also read and do your own very much so doings of whatever you inspire to be. Whether it's all natural, holistic ways of walking and letting the sun rays hit your face, or whether it's grounding, taking your shoes and socks off and walking on Mother Earth and getting the energy from there. I'm all about that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dallas Cowboys win, lose, or draw. We're going to be here. We going to sit back and see what they're going to do from a perspective of from being the outside looking in. Speaking of that, I got a few super chats that we got to read over, and I appreciate y'all's support, y'all love and adulations. It goes, let me refresh, make sure we get all of these people super chats in right now. And I really appreciate y'all so much. Let me see if I can pull it up on the screen, though. Boom, 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 boom. It only going to take a few more seconds. Boom, there we go. There we go. Boom. The base is here. Boom. All right, so we have here, let me know. And we have Strawler right here. We have, make sure we had a whole bunch of super chats. Law, this from JD, says, Law, all due respect, this isn't a playoff team. And JD, man, we'll see, dog. We'll see, man. I still think that we are a playoff kind of caliber team. We still have the best wide receiver in this division. We still have the best quarterback in this division. We for sure got the best edge rusher and the best DB, Trayvon Diggs, when he's even back. I think that you can still build around that via the draft, and then whoever we scoop up on the post-draft from a free agency aspect. We just got to get an interior guy, one linebacker will change the complexity of this team. And that's just me giving you guys my positive thoughts of it. Do you guys foresee that we can lose out on a lot of things? Yeah, that could be the situation. I can make an argument now that we probably have the best tight end in this division. But I ain't gonna put for that high over Dallas Goedert. He earned his right to be the best tight end in this division. But we'll figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. But don't sleep on my guy, Ferg, man. Also, we have my guy, J-Rod. He says Cowboys are a damn joke. I'm done with this team. You'll be back around, bro. You'll be back around, man. Trust and believe. But, yeah. Oscar Westbrook says, for the $4.99, he says, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Our logic doesn't make sense. Tag Pollard for $10 million, but scary to pay Derrick Henry. I agree with that. I thought that the Cowboys would at least bring in Derrick Henry from a philosophy aspect of it, and they just didn't do that. Common Sense Lab, shout out to you for the $2 support. You know, all about Cowboys. How long will we accept the insanity? Man, we in a toxic relationship, Common Sense Lab. That's all I can say. We in a toxic relationship, but the rain falls on the just and the unjust. And what I can say here is we just never know what can happen in September, November, December, and etc. So we'll find out, man. We'll find out. But I know for sure from a regular season aspect, we okay. All right, I have Action Power. The definition of insanity equals Cowboys now. I feel you doing the same thing over and over again. Action Power, appreciate you for the $2 support, but we will get right back to it. Is it Amia? Amy, I think it says Amy, but that's a dude in the photo, so I don't know. Maybe that is a dude, Amy. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm reading the name wrong. But if I read your name wrong, charge it to my head, not my heart, bro. Jerry and Son are sabotaging Dak and Mike on purpose. I fear Dak's health with the offensive line. They laugh at us, at the fans. I agree. I agree, man. They're going to have to get better surroundings around this quarterback. We know for sure that this quarterback can get you to the playoffs, but he ain't by himself can take you beyond. And we can fight amongst ourselves about whether or not he's the guy or not. But right now, the Cowboys are not going all in. Murphy Anderson, thank you so much for the $4.99 support. Appreciate you just putting out support. Amy with the double up super chat for the $5 it's interesting how the Dak has a sexual assault case during his biggest contract year. Yeah. CT Madden, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Yeah, it's crazy how all of that bad news being leaked now. And then it always could also distract you from the real news, too. King of the Bluegrass, appreciate you, man, for the $5 support. I got this feeling the boys are going to do something really big here soon. Been way too quiet. Yes, indeed. Law is from a $20 support. Appreciate you.
I want me some glory hole.
Hey, Jerry, chill out, man. Jerry, chill out, man. Law, if someone pays you $10 for a job that you know that is worth $100K, would you work at your maximum potential? This is a huge part of the culture that needs to change. Let's transform this platform, or let's transform this plantation to a fair businesses. Now, that's layers upon layers, Holly. That's layers upon layers, man. I could talk about that on crazy levels. I can. But my God, that's layers right there that I look. It's going to take me more than 30 minutes to go over. But I can tell you that it is what it is from this perspective. Cowboy Nation, we just got to just take this thing for what it is when they talk about paying these guys, or these guys should take less, right? And I ain't finna say, man, these guys are slave with pay. I get what my guy computer was talking about the other day about, hey, this is like a slave plantation. From the aspect of ownership, on whereas they tell you what to do, you need to say jump, and they say how high, you need to jump as high as they say how high. And I get all of that, but that's a whole nother conversation that we're gonna dive in when I have a little bit more time. Dirty Sanchez says, for the $4.99 for your mind, he says, okay, I know what it is. Jerry Jones has the cap and the paternity money mixed up. This is what it is. And we got a break in super chat. Let the AI speak on that. Appreciate you.
Travis Fitzpatrick, $25. Same song with the Jones family. # still them boys.
We still them boys, Travis Fitzpatrick. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you for the $25.
Swallowed up.
Yeah, we are swallowed up over here, bro. We are. Let me finish reading this one out, man. And I do got the other breaking news. DNP Nation, he says, for the $1.99 for your mind, I got sloppy drunk because of this particular team. Hey, keep drinking, bro, because that's just what's going to happen. This team going to always have you to drink. Iceberg Kill, Tom Landry, Jimmy Johnson, perfect balance for the glamour. Yes, these guys or those guys basically ran a glamorized team, but they were still holding people accountable. What I can say with this on my way out of all of this, ladies and gentlemen, is that, yeah, we talk about changes of the culture and things like that. It's going to take probably one or two people to make it their business to change the outcome. Shout out to Dante Fowler. He's going to the Washington team. That snake of a Dan Quinn is looking to sabotage his team as much as he can by taking all of our resources away. He literally stole all of the resources from our interior play, got rid of the what's that guy we were calling him, the white gorilla. He's over there in Washington. They became the Washington Cowboys. Jabril Cox over there in Washington. You know, sometimes when you plan your demise on someone, you are ahead of the opposition. And I would tell you guys that even Judas was a disciple, right? I can tell you guys that there were people that was inside the camp of Malcolm X to set up some things so it can negatively happen to his demise, right? So I'm going to tell y'all that, hey, not everybody that rolls with you. And all kin folks are not, kin folks with you. I was going to say the other way, but I don't want to leave people out. But I'm going to tell you that that's just what it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's just what it is. Shame on Dan Quinn. But I don't care. I'm just ready for them to go take J-Ron Curse too. When y'all gonna take J-Ron Curse? That's the next person I'm waiting for them to take.
Shame. Shame.
Good riddance.
Shame.
Fowler is my guy. I like him. But let's get Sam Williams. We drafted him for a reason. It's quite strange to me that now we can see the fullness of the sabotagery. Hear me and hear ye to all. You drafted a guy to play edge rusher. And you never played that guy, and he was drafted with an early draft pick. But you played your favorites. You played guys that will not benefit you for the team, but will benefit your resume. To look out so that when you go to your next destination, you can say, remember, I played you. I played you. You owe me. Huh? Crush says, I'm going to go call a friend to put some voodoo on Dan Quinn. That even rhymes for your mind. Speaking of my guy since 1992, Cowboy fan, you know, he used a biblical reference, but let me use this one. Even in war, the Creator said, go burn down everything. Make sure no one survives. Kill them all off, all of the bloodline. So if you have your allegiance with Dan Quinn, move on. Make sure you do away, separate those people. Because he's by far an enemy. And anybody is the enemy of the Cowboys is an enemy of the law. Verily, verily, I say to anyone that this is war that we going into. And we should have that warrior's mentality. We should have the thought tracks.
Prepare for glory.
We're going to prepare for glory. Pick up your arms and fight. Let's not roll up and fold up like lawn chairs. I'm ready for war. I can't stand the Washington team. I'm ready for war. I can't stand the Eagles team. I'm ready for war. I can't stand the Giants. All three of them taking pieces of the great Cowboys legacy, some shape, form, or fashion. They want to be part of us. They wish to be us. But we're going to give them a new version of us, even though Jerry Jones is sitting on his hands. Stephen Jones is slicking back his hair so much that he's losing his hair. But I'm ready for war. If anything can turn this team on so that, hey, they'll let people know.
Spartans, what is your profession?
Should be the way they operated. Should be the motivational aspect of Daniel Quinn, of leaving us all out to dry in that playoff game versus the Packers. Should be the mindset when we look back at it on Mike McCarthy, knowing that there was a sword twice the long or the length of Jay Leno's chin, stabbing him in the back from a Kellen Moore, stabbing him in the back from a Dan Quinn. Both of those teams, the Washington team and the Eagles team, should be the feast of whatever schedule line we can look back at when it's time to play against those boys. And we just throw in the Giants just for fun. Write these things down, ladies and gentlemen. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and all that you dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, and plan for it, to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply get out of the funk that you're in, Cowboy Nation, wake up and realize that nobody's your friend. Nobody is your friend. Nobody is your friend. Nobody is your compatriot. Nobody is going to ride with you. Not the 3-ladder network, not the 4-ladder network, not even the close beat writers that's working and feeding all of the information from the Jones family. It's just us, baby, and you and Law Nation on a hill, and we're fighting. We're throwing anything and everything that we got. Put some fires in the chat for us, because you know for sure we ain't folding up. We're not leaving at all, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to continue to fight. We fight through the echoes. We play through the echoes of the whistle, knowing that you finna get the real deal Holyfield from here. And all of these players, if there's one person that can change the outcome, there was one Martin Luther King, there was one Malcolm X, there was one leader that can lead these guys to greatness. There was one president that said, hey, ask not what this country can do for you, but what you can do for this country. He changed the impact. He made the culture change. So maybe we can find that one person out of this draft. Maybe about the words from Law Nation can hit one player's ear and they can change the outcome of this team and say, ask not what the Jones family can do for you, but what you can do for the Cowboys, not for the Joneses, baby. Come on, can somebody like me right now and hit that like button and share this content? Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to get hit with the Law Nation truth. Is all we're looking for is a few good men. We're looking for one soldier who say to themselves, put on the helmet right now. I'm ready to run through a brick wall for somebody right now. I'm tired of getting beat down for 30 years. And I haven't been on the team for 30 years. But I want to make a difference. I want to make an impact. When they say, hey, it's over with, practice is over with at 8 hours, I want to give you 9 hours. I want to give you 10 hours. Come on, man. I need to find somebody who's angry enough, who's pissed off about how this organization is and how they smeared and spit upon the good name of the Dallas Cowboys and how they open up their cheeks and put out fecal matter all over the fans and call us delusional and call us, hey, we are trash for being loyal. How can somebody tell us not to be loyal to something that we were rooting for before the Jones family bought the team? How can someone tell us to turn our back on something that we don't like because we love this team? Let's continue to fight for what we like, baby. Let's continue to grind to shine. Let's continue to figure out ways. There's complainers, and then there are also those who can see through the BS and say, okay, this is the strategy on how we can become better. This can be the player that can get us over the top. All we're looking for is one player that can really make an impact on offense. One player that can add to make an impact on defense. One coach that's tied up and mad about the way the outcome has been. Maybe it could be a mixture of Mike Zim.
Get your up there, contain the damn ball. This is why we do it. Hey, too many missed tackles. Let's go. We're too damn soft. I just hate mistakes.
That's been my time. Mistakes. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, but the best.
Swallowed up.
Don't be swallowed up with all the hatred, baby. Stand tall or not at all. It states DC for life, not for short. It's not for only when you win. It's win, lose, or draw, baby.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
So come on with it, baby.
Damn. Whoa. Give me my thing, music.
Come on, baby. We up out, baby. Hey. Roll those credits. Check out the other video. We about to do it live. We're gonna do it. It's an oldie but goodie, baby. Come on. I've been really on the field. Lately I just wanna run it. Come on. For those who still around, it's premiering now. Me, my dog, Ray podcast. Appreciate those. The link is in the chat area right now. That's all we want to do, baby. Imitate it, but never duplicate it, baby. Let the Washington people know that. Imitate it, but never duplicate it. Let the Eagle people know that. Imitate it, but never duplicate it. Let the Giants folk know that. That at the end of the day, they gonna be looking up to us, baby. They still looking up to us. They been looking up to us so long, they got stomach muscles on their necks. Come on, don't you ever bow down to the Eagles or the Washington or the Giants, ladies and gentlemen. It's about loyalty, baby. Come on. Hey. We about. Peace. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Yo, what's good?
I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. I been really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Time to check a song.